there for Dallas.
I tell you, how many games last year did we do, Mike, with Saquon Barkley? And I mean, it felt like he was running for 70 yards every other play. It was remarkable, the performance that he had in LA, first of all,
right,
and then the one back here in the playoff game in the snow, and just dominated. Really, probably would have held the NFL record had he been able to play in that last game. And there's Trayvon Diggs in the game now for the Dallas Cowboys.
Last couple of years, knee issues, no action in the preseason, but in the lineup here. Only one snap of that opening drive, out on the field now. Underneath, Devontae Smith has it. Run down by Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, out in coverage, but it's a Philadelphia first down.
And let's talk a little bit about the secondary for the Dallas Cowboys. Diggs coming off the knee injuries. And, of course, he was just remarkable back in 21 when he had those 11 interceptions. Ron Bland had the stress fracture in his foot last year. They got Kyer Elam, a former first-round pick out of Florida, but he basically was a fail in Buffalo, and now he's the starting corner out here against the Eagles on opening night.
He's opposite A.J. Brown right now. 46. Barkley wanted to lose a move to get away at midfield. A run of about 5 yards. Magic, those feet, those quick moves.
Well, Ozo Digizua did his job there. He was 5 yards into the backfield to be able to make that play and just wall it off. And the fact that Saquon somehow escaped that mess, and really the blame's going to go on Dante Fowler for that. He had to clean that up and keep that containment on the outside.
Did you miss me?
The Cowboy 49. Hurts. Underneath to his tight end. Now it's Goddard. He's got it. Takes it for about 3 yards.
Yeah, need it.
Third and a couple coming up. Goddard 42 catches, really low in games last year. He played 10.
I was off the side. Y'all know the fix already happened. Once that D tackle got suspended, that's the whole fix.
Sudden you start creeping in and trying to make plays and stop Saquon, and then one of these two wide receivers, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, they get the one-on-one they want, and it usually does not go well for the opponent.
3rd and 3. Hurts comes back to the middle. Big hit in the middle, but held on to by Goddard for the first down. Took a look to the outside, but connects with Goddard. Back-to-back trips. First down to the 39. New play caller for the Eagles. Kevin Patullo's been with Nick Sirianni for a while, Chris. Now he's the man with the voice in Jalen Hurts' headset.
And Kellen Moore was here last year and, of course, did such a great job. But it really was those three that really created the offense for the Philadelphia Eagles in that championship run. And now it's those two. And for the first time, at least with the Eagles, Patullo's the one calling the plays.
Moore off to be the head coach with the Saints. From the 39, Hurts out of the pocket. A couple yards. I mentioned Indy a moment ago. Kylan Granson's a new tight end in Philly. He was with the Colts before and signed as a free agent with Philly here this year.
Does it look like Jalen Hurts is even more calm than he was in the past couple of years, which is hard to do?
He's always calm.
Yes.
Always.
No, but, I mean, here's a guy that really seeks out advice from championship-type people. You know, Peyton Manning certainly topped the list for him for a
Add Michael Jordan to that list as well. Jordan brand guy. 2nd and 9. Hurts nothing open, buys some time, and has a lot of space. And the first down inside the 30. Cowboys sideline irate. I think they wanted a holding penalty as Hurts escaped, but he's got a first down at the 29.
Stay in the pocket. The Cowboys finally answered with some man coverage. The problem with man coverage, you got your back turned to the quarterback, and the minute you turn your back on this quarterback, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
So 41, the Cowboys rookie edge rusher Donovan Ezeraku out of BC, Boston College. He was the one the coaching staff thought was being held. First and 10, Barkley. Powerful run, 4 to the 35-yard line before Marshawn Nealand. Part of that edge rotation, the guys who were trying to fill the Micah Parsons void. Nealand made the stop.
I'm not sure how Saquon Barkley held on to that ball. You saw a great hustle out of Marshawn Nealand. You'll see it every time he plays football. Watch the tail end of the play. 94 is going to come right back here and get his hand right on the ball. That is a fumble almost 90% of the time, and somehow the strength of Saquon Barkley held on.
He's got plenty of strength.
Oh, yeah.
He's just nuts to watch his workout stuff. Inside run, Will Shipley. Gives Barkley a break and runs for a yard. How do you get that big? You do things like this. This is new and fresh. This is not the old stuff. 585 off the rack. You got it, pal?
Just one time, I'd like to do anything with the bar bending like that,
Right.
other than dying. I would prefer not to die, but anything else.
It's the same thing. First place your eyes go to, that bar.
Oh,
my gosh, man. When all those strong guys watch the show themselves, it's a wow. 3rd and 5 for Philadelphia. Dallas twisting 4 men. Hurts has all kinds of time. Escapes, runs, first down to the 9. Pass rush not getting there. Hurts getting there. First and goal, Philadelphia.
I mean, the Cowboys played this perfectly. All they wanted to do was squeeze Jalen like that, and they did. They had him covered. They got him all contained in there. Watch this. Little loop, little cross. They got it, and somehow he's still weaving through there. I remember Aaron Rodgers was like that when you tried to rush 4 against him. He could just always find a way through the crease, and there are 2 creases in there.
Goal for the 9. Barkley. One inside for a yard or 2. Each team has 9 first downs. Everybody scored on the first 3 drives. 2 for Dallas. Philadelphia's trying to make it 2 for them halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, and converting 3rd downs, that was a 3rd and 5 when he made that run right there, when Jalen made the run. And that's out of tush-push range. That's when the Cowboys have to win. That's your chance to get off the field. And that one, they blew it.
Philly 3 of 3 on 3rd downs thus far tonight. Second and goal. Hurts again the time. Now chase. Now taken off to the pylon. Got there. Jalen Hurts for the 2nd time tonight.
All right, no Micah Parsons, and you're starting to feel the pain right now. You really are. Donovan Ezeraku, a non-factor, got knocked to his knees, left this entire side wide open, and Jalen Hurts is killing him. I mean, he has simply been a one-man show out here tonight. Been doing it with his arm, doing it with his legs, and there's a ring on his finger for that very reason.
Jake Elliott, all even at 14. 6 for 6 throwing. 5 rushes for 43 yards. 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts has 2. Javonte Williams has 2. And we're tied at 14.
He's got an NFL offer.
Don't play with me.
Yeah, I'm going to take it.
Aren't you a little too old to be playing football?
Wait, what?
They want somebody that can run a 40, not somebody that is 40. When the coach calls your number, you going to say G56. Bingo. How you going to celebrate a win? You going to give everybody butterscotch candy? Probably out your pocket with no wrappers on it. Just going to give them raw candy. That's nasty, by the way.
New customers bet $5 and get $300 instantly in bonus bets, plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV.
A screen that doubles in size? Hold the phone.
What is it that makes an SUV extraordinary? Well, hang on, Parker. What are you doing?
Is it the capability to tackle absurd obstacles?
Oh, now what?
Is it being stylish and techy enough? Or is it about how many lovable pets it holds comfortably?
Aw, who doesn't love dogs?
What about putting safety first?
Okay, that's smart.
What if it's all of that and more?
Well, it's got to be the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
Want a sleek that stays up to 5 washes? It's possible. Garnier presents Fructis Sleek and Stay Serum. Patented water-resistant technology to block out frizz. For ultra-glassy sleek that stays up to 5 washes. Fructis Sleek and Stay System by Garnier.
Missing your team's games on Sunday? Not an option. So whether you're a picked up an afternoon shifts fan, or just a move to a new city fan, or at a Sunday afternoon wedding fan, Verizon's got you covered. Get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV on us. Every out-of-market game, every Sunday afternoon. That's up to $480 in value. Only on Verizon.
See you Sunday.
Attrition on the defensive side of the ball for Philadelphia includes Brandon Graham. Played the most years for the Eagles. He was part of that defense last year. It was first in the league in points, but he's one of the 10 players lost from the Super Bowl team. It's most by a champion on the defensive side of the ball. And now this is a very young group, average age just under 25. So Philly has the youngest defense in the NFL. Of course, they miss the leadership of a guy like Graham, 206 games in 15 seasons, but they have some young guys trying to figure out. Turpin, the return, brought down 32 by one of those young guys, Sidney Brown. And then on top of all the guys not coming into the season, Chris, there's this with Jalen Carter spitting on Dak Prescott while an Eagles player was injured and Carter was ejected.
Jalen Carter is one of my favorite players. I think you know that. That was one of the most ridiculous things. You just might as well have spit in the face of your entire football team, head coach, and everybody involved in the organization. If they lose this game tonight, it will be because Jalen Carter did that before he even played one snap in this game.
31, Prescott out, caught. Ferguson for a couple to the 33-yard line. Jackson and Blankenship are there.
And they really need Jake Ferguson, the Cowboys, to get back to the form that he had 2 years ago. He was a Pro Bowler, had a great year, had a few injuries he had to deal with, as did Dak Prescott. But if they can get Jake Ferguson and Kevontae Turpin working with Pickens and, of course, CeeDee Lamb on the outside, they've got something.
Prescott, just one incompletion on the night, keeps it that way. But there's Turpin down the sideline. The punch towards Adoree Jackson's chest to create space into Philly territory for a first down.
Great job by Dak. He saw the slot blitz, so he knew that was going to be man coverage against one of the toughest guys to cover one-on-one, Kevontae Turpin. Get him the football and take a chance. Often that turns into something really big. Nice job playing quarterback there for Dak Prescott.
Keep going at Adoree Jackson. A new corner here for Philly. A whistle here from the sideline in Dallas.
First
we'll take a timeout.
Dallas.
Cowboy ball at midfield, 1st and 10. 5:26 left in his first half. 14 all.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of America's largest financial services companies, too. Just like I'm so much more than Peyton Manning. I'm also motivating Manning. I want everyone here to know that you, too, can be so much more.
So I could be a chef.
Sure can.
Marine biologist?
Follow your dream.
NFL quarterback.
Kind of a niche skill set, but I believe in you. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
What is it that makes an SUV extraordinary? Well, hang on, Parker. What are you doing?
Is it the capability to tackle absurd obstacles?
Stairs? How practical.
Okay, what if I throw a little mud around?
Yeah, that's a classic. Oh, now what?
Is it being stylish and techy enough? Hey, aren't you? No. Yes. No.
Doesn't need to be roomy enough for the family. I have no idea who these people are.
Just pretend.
Or is it about how many lovable pets it holds comfortably?
Aw, who doesn't love dogs?
What about putting safety first?
Okay, that's smart.
I still don't know who these people are.
Mom,
Anything else, Parker?
Is it the hybrid engine that goes for miles and miles? What if it's all of that and more?
Well, it's got to be the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
Ah, there's your answer.
French toast nibblers or breakfast nachos?
Actually, I was thinking about heading out only because I want to beat the traffic.
The best part of the sleepovers the next day. I was going to throw the games on.
You're a Notre Dame guy. I'm from Texas.
Winners never compromise.
What?
Yeah. I mean, how can you call yourself a sports fan without Xfinity? You got multi-view.
The best college and pro games all in one place? I'm not going anywhere.
You ever tried pancakes and guac? You're about to. Yes, let's go. I got a little recipe that I can't tell you, but I think you're going to be happy.
I hired 10 everyday Americans to come up with creative ads for these iconic brands.
We're spending millions of dollars.
This is real money, real businesses.
May the best idea win!
On Brand with Jimmy Fallon, September 30th on NBC and Peacock.
From the crew that brought you The Office comes a new comedy of underdogs with major issues. The Paper. You stream it after the game, only on Peacock. You grab some ice cream from Franklin Fountain as well. Got a chance to check out the early episodes of The Paper. It's terrific. If you love The Office, you will love The Paper. Binge it on Peacock. You do it tonight after the game.
6-1 defense here, Mike.
And on first down, Prescott, they run into it. Bouncing to the outside is Sanders, but he can't get there. As Nolan Smith comes across a late flag at the back end of it. The league has been talking about sportsmanship and unsportsmanlike conduct in terms of taunting after plays. They're trying to clean it up this year.
Taunting, defense number 3, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Chris, we've talked to the officials and to everyone in New York. This is something that every team has been told they're going to be watching for this year.
The old point of emphasis, and I don't think that Sanders ever even saw it. He sort of just stood up and walked over that way and flexed a tiny bit, and that was enough. It is going to be enforced in a way that we haven't seen in the past this season.
From the 35 on first down, Prescott deep drop, covered, gets away for the moment, gets away again. Dak was looking to throw, he's going to run, and he gets 3 yards out of it as the slide began at the 32. Jordan Davis almost had a sack.
I mean, this is terrific by Dak Prescott. This is going to end up in one of those second down and 20 kind of situations, and he scrambles out, and yes, he only gets 3 or 4 yards, but it really meant about 10, 12 yards to his offense. And so far, Dak and that tied up hamstring that Melissa was talking about, whatever they did, they fixed him.
It is Turpin to the 27-yard line. So a lot of Turpin here being used by Dallas in this opening half.
And they're doing a lot with formations and motions here, Mike, because that time CeeDee Lamb was in motion really for the first time over to Pickens' side. And then what they're going to do, they're going to draw eyeballs there and run back that way. So they're trying to get you to adjust to their 2-star players and run away.
Third and 2. Dak Rennick decided to give it. First down for Williams. Javonte, who's got the 2 touchdowns tonight, takes it to the 23-yard line. And the Cowboys continue to move it effectively.
They're getting good blocks inside, too. Cooper Beebe, Tyler Booker, all those young guys playing in there. And now they go to the hurry up, although really you would like to burn a little clock here. They haven't been able to stop Philadelphia. I don't know how fast I want to go. And they're not going fast. This is a smart move. Get up there. Clock.
I got you. Here we go. There's Dak and the throw inside to Lamb. Caught at the incomplete. Incomplete from the far side. The official side hit the ground first. and it will be second down. So Brian Schottenheimer was the offensive coordinator last year. Mike McCarthy was the head coach. As you get a look at that ball clearly hitting the ground, is the offense different from what you've seen in this first half?
It is, and they've been
Second and 10. Prescott throws off the lamb and incomplete. Almost a gift deflection interception from Byron Young as he was reacting after his pass rush. But Dory Jackson in coverage.
best play of the night for Dory Jackson, and it was a big one. Little bit of a late, poorly timed throw. CD, it was almost picked off by Young on the outside. Ball was late getting there, and Dory Jackson made his first big play of the night.
3rd and 10.
Might get Pickens one-on-one with Mitchell down here. They've been playing a little of that.
Prescott looking left, going Pickens, end zone. Pickens adjusting and incomplete as he and Mitchell were involved again. No flag, 4th down, field goal attempt coming.
It definitely got a little interesting right about there. I think they were sort of pushing almost equally, and the officials probably saw the same thing, so no call.
First time for either team that a 3rd down was not converted in this one. And here is Aubrey. Sensational leg, good accuracy from 41 yards. And Brandon Aubrey knocks it through, and the Cowboys back on top here in this one. 34 to go for Hurts and the Eagles back into the first half.
This is the farmer's dog turkey. Apparently, this is also turkey. But only one actually looks like turkey, since only one is gently cooked without the ultra-processing. And only one is human grade, because good ingredients matter. But the best recipes call for so much more. Get 50% off your first box, available only at thefarmersdog.com.
Super fly, super good, shoulda, coulda, knew I would. Super fly, super fresh, ask your mama, she's impressed. Super fly, super cold, super mean, super nice, super clean, yeah, you know it.
How about the new Ultimate Trio? Choose 3 apps and 3 sauces. Over 80,000 combinations for only $14.99.
Now that's a heck of an option for
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio.
Is this what life is meant to be? Could there be something more for me? I'm just a little curious. Is there something more fabulous? I need something to chase, something to melt this face. I need Las Vegas. It's too much and never enough. Oh, welcome to fabulous. It's spectacular, outrageous, impossible stuff. To stop and yell, welcome to fabulous. I think this trip is good for my brain. Stay out tonight, you'll sleep on the plane. A world of absurd, a place to converse. This is Las Vegas. Welcome to fabulous.
I could be the most amazing reporter on this planet. Some people say I am. And that takes a nose for news. This is classic long-form journalism.
Well, it's not too far away. Milan Cortina, the Winter Olympics from Italy. We'll have it for you in February on NBC and Peacock. The opening ceremony is the Friday before Super Bowl Sunday. A couple of weeks we all look forward to in February. The start to this game, 5 drives, 5 scores. Aubrey trying to put one in play. This time he does. and gets a little bit of a bobble on it. So the return comes shy of the 20-yard line for Shipley with the hit by Leofau.
All right, let's take a look at our next gen stats powered by AWS. And you know what this offense has been powered by? It has been Jalen Hurts and his legs all night long. They don't have a pass completed over 8 yards, and yet it has been play after play when they had to have it. Jalen Hurts has simply pulled it down, and you can see the man coverage running around behind. They're doing their best to match up with these receivers, but they have yet to match up with the running skills of Jalen Hurts.
Turned downfield in the passing game, only 8 yards. The longest reception for Goddard. No targets of A.J. Brown yet. Getting it done on the ground. The 19, Barkley left. The waiting arms of Sam Williams, important player on this Dallas team this year.
Yeah, and we're seeing the rotation along the defensive line of the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to use Marshawn Nealon and Sam Williams on early downs, and then Dante Fowler and Ezaraku is more of the pass rush kind of situation. So they're trying to keep these guys fresh in there.
They're trying to find a way to fill in for what they're missing.
Yeah, they are.
Micah Parsons.
Hello, Green Bay.
2nd and 6 on the other side of the 2-minute warning. You're watching the NFL Kickoff presented by YouTube TV.
What is it that makes an SUV extraordinary?
Is it the capability to throw a little mud around?
That's a classic.
Doesn't need to be roomy enough for the family. I have no idea who these people are.
Just pretend. Anything else, Parker?
Is it the hybrid engine that goes for miles and miles? What if it's all of that and more? What is it then?
Well, it's got to be the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
USAA presents this salute to service moment. NFL All-Pro lineman Lane Johnson recently joined a military exercise that provided survival, evasion, resistance, and escape training. Working with a retired Green Beret and Army Ranger, Lane completed his mission, deepening his admiration for our military. To all who have served, USAA and the NFL say thank you. See how USAA honors and protects our nation's military at USAA.com/NFL.
Why do we love USAA team?
Because they still call Mom Sergeant. And they pay Dad's claim super fast after that scary thunder.
Gotta make this play work for me.
USAA membership, always the smart play. Become a member today.
Tomorrow, this isn't just a game. It's Chiefs versus Chargers. It's Mahomes versus Herbert. It's Karol G at halftime. And it's free, only on YouTube.
Buy the Old Spice NFL collection.
Buy the Old Spice NFL collection.
No, like this. Old Spice NFL collection.
Old Spice NFL collection.
Old Spice NFL collection.
Old Spice NFL collection.
Okay.
Maria Taylor back with you in Philly. Coming up on the Toyota Halftime, we'll break down a chippy first half here in Lincoln Financial Field and look ahead to an MVP showdown at Buffalo Sunday night. Mike, back to you.
All right, Maria. See you and the guys at halftime. Great to have our whole Football Night in America team on hand. Nightly news, today's show as well, last couple of days. Fun to have the whole NBC family here for kickoff game 2025. 2nd and 6 for Hurts. Flushed, chased by Williams, and he'll just bench it. Throw it to the sideline. It'll be 3rd down.
I tell you, the one thing I did not expect out of this first half is that we would see no passes really thrown to the outside to the wide receivers of the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, you have Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. For them to, at this point, only have one catch for 6 yards against a secondary that is coming off of injuries. I just thought we'd see more, but now is a moment for this Dallas defense. They have that 3rd and 6 that they have been begging for.
And Hurts with time, now shot downfield, and it is brought in by Jahan Dotson, taking it down to the 26-yard line. Dotson able to pull it in. 51 on the play.
Well, they are just as happy with Jahan Dotson getting the opportunity against Kaiir Elam, and it wasn't that Elam wasn't there, but you've got to be able to make those plays on the ball, and the Eagles just continue to fly down the field.
From the 26, Hurts dealing, trying to check it down. Barkley didn't take the ball with him. Incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the receiver they got last year in August in a trade with Washington. 51-yard catch, the longest since his rookie season.
Yeah, and Dotson was a first-round pick himself, the 16th overall pick, and he is an excellent player.
Howie Roseman made a trade for John Mechie from Houston, so depth in that receiving core as well. Philly gets the ball to start the second half. Chance to double up here. 26, Hurts to Barkley again. Open field, forget about it. Saquon powers through to the 18. Pickup of 8.
Always wondered what it'd feel like to be Deron Bland in that situation and looking at Saquon Barkley coming at you. Such a rare combination of a guy that can beat you with his moves, and if all of a sudden you're playing his moves, he can run right through you.
You want to try?
No.
Okay. I just, the way you said it, I thought you were interested in that. There's that 3rd and 2.
Now they go empty, and your first thought is they're going to run Hurts.
That's right. To throw it, Barkley brings it down inbounds and then gets out of bounds to stop the clock at the 15-yard line. Chains move. Eagles keep all 3 timeouts with 64 seconds to go.
It's a heck of a job by Barkley right there on a big down. If they had missed that throw, they would have had to have settled for the field goal in all likelihood. Not only did he make the catch, but he got his feet down.
Matt Eberflus trying to find an answer. Let go as the Bears head coach last year. He's calling the defensive signals for Dallas. Opposite Nick Sirianni, and those two are coordinators at the same time in Indianapolis. A couple of staffs who know each other well. From the 15, 5 in the pattern for Hurts. Looking to escape. Tucking, keeping out of bounds at 10. Pick up of 5. Question on the contact at the end. As Hurts gets up. Also, everyone okay on the sideline there after Damone Clark was the one chasing.
Yeah, and I don't think Damone Clark did this. He just had momentum going and then took out somebody on the sideline, and that's really what caused the bigger issue. Of course, when you're messing with Jalen Hurts in this town.
It's a good town to have your back, right? 2nd and 5. Again, still all 3 timeouts, so plenty of run options available for Sirianni and Kevin Patullo, the offensive coordinator. As they run Barkley inside, Saquon touchdown, Philadelphia on top. And again, words exchanged, big scrum of folks after the score. Good job by the officials, get everybody separated after Barkley's first touchdown of the year.
One of the big questions was, without Mekhi Becton playing guard, would we get that same level of play? That was beautifully done that time by his replacement, Tyler Steen. And the Cowboys knew it. They knew if Saquon Barkley started running past the line of scrimmage, they were going to have a really tough time trying to tackle him. And just like everybody else, they can't.
Jake Elliott, 3 for 3. Philadelphia, 3 drives, 30 plays, 216 yards, 3 touchdowns. 2 for Jalen Hurts, 1 for the offensive player of the year, Saquon Barkley. Eagles on top for the first time in 25.
Meet Luke and Jason from Fire Department Coffee. Two guys with a dream and a little help from Walmart along the way.
We make coffee that supports our community.
And Walmart played a big part. You know, most of what Walmart spends goes to products made, grown, or assembled right here in the...
Huh? Who knew?
Now you know, Jerry.
And that is how you brew a mighty fine American business.
Coach here to tell you about an all-star bundle. It's Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. And right now you can get all three with a special limited time offer. It's as easy as catching a football. It's as easy as catching a football. It's as easy as catching a football. Oh, yeah!
Yes. I'm a baby. Typically, you say ready before you throw it.
Disney Plus, Hulu, and all of ESPN. 3 all-stars, 1 incredible offer.
Let me tell you about this new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
It takes 25 minutes for a grown man to decorate his own face. It only takes a minute to make a plan. Take a minute, make a plan, never drive impaired.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
1, 2, 3 into the 4.
Let's go. Well, let me just do a little now for you. Oh, did he come on my team?
All right, Mrs. Doubtfire, why did I sign up to do the show with this guy?
The Voice, new September 22nd on NBC and Peacock.
This game 1 of the season, tomorrow night, game 2, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs trying to make another Super Bowl run. They begin against Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers, streaming exclusively on YouTube. The scene down in Sao Paulo. Look forward to watching that tomorrow night. Elliott's kick bounces in the landing area. Turpin can't get it cleanly. Scoops it. Tries to escape like he did against Washington last year. Doesn't. He's down at the 11-yard line. And Chris, as the pushing continues post-play, like every play thus far, you don't get a big return from Turpin. You start back up. How does that impact strategy here at the end of the half for Dallas?
I would have absolutely been trying to put points on the board if you just got a normal return. Now starting at the 12-yard line, that may end up changing. But so far, I think the Dallas Cowboys fully understand their only path to winning this game is to score almost every time they get the ball. Their defense cannot stop the Eagles from running the football.
And credit to Jake Elliott, a hard-to-catch kickoff forces the Cowboys to start from back of their own 12. Prescott goes sideline for Lamb, flag in. Jacorian Bennett, who's in there at the corner spot, former Las Vegas
Pass
Raider.
interference. Defense number 23. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
They're definitely looking for corners. The Philadelphia Eagles are trying to replace Darius Slay.
Contact with Lamb. The rule Bennett was guilty. Takes the ball to the 21. 38 seconds. Dak over the top throw. It's complete to Jake Ferguson to the 26, but it was flagged down. And it's around the quarterback. Let's see if this is going to push him out.
I think they might have gotten the rookie
Personal
here.
foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 3.
Wow.
15-yard penalty. First down.
Second 15-yard penalty on Nolan Smith. The unsportsmanlike conduct with the taunting on the last drive. Terry McCauley, our rules analyst, 3-time Super Bowl referee. Does that fit into the category of forcible contact?
I think so, Mike. He pushes his head back. It's a pretty good blow to the head. Correct call for roughing the passer.
Thanks, Terry. So great to have you with us again this year. Remember, Brandon Aubrey has the longest leg in the league that we've seen over the last couple of years. So Dallas getting field goal range with another first down or so. Still 2 timeouts and 34 seconds. 4-man rush. Prescott throws sideline. It's caught by Ferguson. Timeout Dallas at the 45-yard line. 27 seconds to go. Back in 30 seconds after this from AWS. See how AWS AI levels up the game. Dallas down to 1 timeout, 27 seconds left, and second down coming up.
I'll tell you, Mike, I think I might try to work inside a little bit on Jihad Campbell, the rookie linebacker. He is super talented, but when you get in these kinds of situations, you like to go after some youth.
Prescott looks left, comes down to Jalen Tolbert, gets out of bounds. It's virtually no gain and brings up third down. 20 seconds left. If you think of Aubrey and his leg, usually 60-yarders are in play. That would mean getting to the 42-yard line, just a dozen yards away. There is a little bit of breeze into the direction Aubrey would be kicking right now. Not a heavy wind, but it is going that direction. Left to right as you watch.
It's like a zone defense with CD working the middle.
And on 3rd and 5, out quick, Prescott, a little bit behind Pickens. Did he bring it in? Yes. At the 45, he's got it. Clock's still running. They want to save it for the field goal. Got to get it snapped quickly here. 8 seconds now. It's finally stopped. Schottenheimer said he was trying to get a timeout. He's talking to the official on his side now. We'll get a conversation if time will be put back on the clock.
Third final charge, timeout, Dallas. 30 seconds. Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 15 seconds. 1-5 on the game clock, please.
Okay, so he was trying to get the timeout. The official was trying to get the ball spotted. He's got the time, but now, Chris, you're out of timeouts. So you got to put some thought into this.
You got to put some thought into it, and so the Eagles have put some thought into it as well. So they're going to protect the boundaries and not give you anything cheap to make this field goal a little easier. Now, if you want to take a chance, there's no reason you couldn't take one and throw it up down the field to one of these great contested catch wide receivers.
Philadelphia's taking a timeout here. Melissa, what's been going on down that Cowboys sideline?
Yeah, I've been watching Dak after that first touchdown. He high-fives the entire offense and said to the guys, let's sustain this. After the second touchdown, so fired. Some more points. He has been so animated and so energetic on this sideline.
He's 32, 10th year in the league. He's one of the senior statesmen on this team now.
He really is. And you're going to see these corners staying out wide. They're not giving a quick out here.
The timeouts for Dallas. Prescott throwing inside. It's caught by CeeDee Lamb down at the 35. Got to try to down the ball here. They try to get it to the referee. He's got to touch it. He does. Can they get the snap off? They do with 3 seconds left. And they'll get a chance to try a field goal of inside 55 yards. It'll be about 54, I believe.
Beautifully handled that time by the Dallas Cowboys. And obviously we've seen that before where it didn't work out quite so well for them. But they had that well orchestrated, well coached. Good job by Schottenheimer and his team.
Aubrey in his career, 24 of 27 from over 50. Philly will take a timeout here before his attempt from 53 yards. So in the past, they've had these K balls, the footballs that were just for kickers, and the kickers would only get to work those balls in out of the box for about 45 minutes before the game. Now, each team, like you do with the balls that you use on offense, can work in these kicking balls during the year. So there's a feeling amongst kickers and special teams folks around the league we may see longer field goals made. It's not a problem with this guy.
No.
He can kick anything about 60 yards, but it's something to keep in mind this year with that slight adjustment to these kicking balls. From 53, Aubrey. Of course. Wow. He's just so smooth with that swing of the leg. 7 possessions in the half, 7 scores. Dallas 2 field goals, and Chris backed up. They're very well done to get 3 points out of that.
One stop on 1 third down, the only non-touchdown.
Melissa.
Ryan, 4 drives, 4 scores. What's working for you guys?
We're getting completion. We're running the ball well. Our guys are playing hard. It's a hell of a football game right now, and we feel good right now.
And defensively, how do you contain the Eagles' rushing attack, especially Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, we got to tackle better, number one, and our rush lane discipline's not good enough. We got to get that cleaned up.
Ryan, thanks.
Thank you.
Phillies run for 123 yards in that first half. They get the ball to start the second half. Eagles by 1, Toyota halftime time. And here's Maria Taylor. Maria.
Thanks, Mike. Coming up on the Toyota halftime, 2 MVPs go head-to-head with Lamar Jackson visiting Josh Allen on Sunday night. And we've got a celebration of 20 seasons of Sunday Night Football. That's coming up next.
The boss is working on this floor, which means he can see everything that we're doing. We need to show him that we can make this a great paper again. We're enjoying this meeting. Everyone's sort of nodding. Now, Detrick, you're going to jump out of your chair with enthusiasm. You're going to high-five Oscar. Go. Yes. And, oh, fantastic. Fantastic. And we're clapping, and we're thumbs-upping, and we're smiling. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Dude, did you know BetMGM has responsible gambling tools so you don't get carried away?
I never get carried away. Well, there were the bobbleheads. And the playoff beer. Chili's ready! Well, those tools could really help.
Don't forget about the backyard rink.
Yeah, these tools are pretty great.
BetMGM is committed to making gambling safe and fun with responsible gambling tools, so you don't get carried away.
I'm here with Wawa, making surprise stops with hoagies, gear, and gratitude for the fans who bring the energy every week. How you guys doing? Hello. How you doing? Safe on. How you guys doing? I'm safe on. Can I get a pound? Thank you. You guys like Wawa?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, we're so glad you're in Philadelphia.
Oh, thank you so much. Because football is bigger than the field. Let's see, hit a 3. It lives in moments like this. Thank you. Thank you. Gotta have a Wawa.
Life moves fast. With Citizens, you're ready for anything.
Guess we're going to the championship.
Ready to go solar?
And prepared for most everything.
It's like a roller coaster.
She got in. Let's get you ready for what's next. Make sense of your money with Citizens.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable.
Man, what's going on, man? You know, tune in and shut up, boy. It's me.
Exactly the same.
It's
Live breaking news as it happens every weekday morning. Count on it.
You've got the game.
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Plus.
Our departure has been delayed.
Yeah!
NFL Plus. Keep the NFL in reach.
Welcome to the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
Well, Devin said during pregame, the Eagles play on the edge. Just 6 seconds into this one, Jalen Carter is ejected for spitting on Dak Prescott. That set the tone. Meanwhile, Saquon Barkley with a late rushing touchdown to put the Eagles ahead. We saw a field goal scored by the Cowboys. Now we have a 1-point game here in Philly. And guys, let's talk about the impact of losing Jalen Carter, because it was immediately felt, and you could feel the wind leave the stadium with the suspension.
We talked about it before the game. You can't be selfish. This is about the team. That was selfish, disrespectful. You cannot do that. Their whole defensive game plan is centered around Jalen Carter. Guess what? He didn't play a snap tonight. Unbelievable he would do something like that.
He's the best defensive tackle in football. He's their disruptor. We haven't seen Dak Prescott under pressure, and they let off the Cowboys off the hook with a rookie right guard.
Well, listen, Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk is reporting that Carter could actually face additional punishment, including potential suspension. The key in the NFL's review will be the league's emphasis on respect for the opponent. Okay, let's talk about how the Eagles were able to respond offensively. And for them, it was Jalen Hurts just putting a cape on and getting it done in the run game.
Yeah, it starts with number one, very efficient in the passing game with the plays he made, running the football have been big. Dallas has to address this rush lane integrity has not been good. Jalen has had too much room outside, especially down here in the red zone. He's made the Cowboys pay. I don't understand it. I mean, if you're not going to have rush lane integrity, then you have to have a spy. Did they not get the memo that he likes to run when people aren't open?
That's what he does. It looks like a bad game plan. You just said it. Says someone has to change this second half.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Dak Prescott on the other side, incredibly efficient. Two quarterbacks playing as well as they can right now. Off to really good starts.
Yeah, you can see the Cowboys came in with something to prove, and they're trying to do it here tonight. Well, coming up, the best of Sunday Night Football as we kick off season 20. But first, Toyota's All In all season, the official automotive partner of the NFL. It's back with Toyota Game Day giveaways, rewarding select fans every week. Learn more at toyota.com/NFL.
What drove to live for this game?
Star Steph Curry is here live next week only on Today.
Welcome to this new era of NFL football on NBC.
Tonight, Sunday Night Football. That's what's on the board.
The Manning Bowl. Brotherly love on hold tonight. What a night! What a season! Most improbable win. Think of how in the world.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the Dyke for the division.
Oh, that is a whack.
Spectacular touchdown.
This will be a decision they discussed for a long time.
Spins, flips it forward for the touchdown. Stop it. Setting one of those records for the ages. I would say you look marvelous, but that's probably a little bit of an embellishment.
Hey.
2 decades of Sunday night magic. Absolutely, Coach. Season 20, Ravens and Bills going to launch this thing for us. What's the biggest separator between these two franchises right now?
Well, these offenses are so similar. Dual threat quarterbacks, running backs who can break the big play, a lot of weapons on offense. The question is going to be who can stop the other team right in. I think Baltimore's made some additions to their defense to help them.
Absolutely. I look at the Ravens. This is the most talented defense they've had in years. They're deep on the defensive line. Roquan Smith is still playing at a very high level. And, Coach, I think in the secondary, they got a chance to be special.
And both these quarterbacks so accomplished. But who's under more pressure to finally reach that Super Bowl?
It's Lamar Jackson. He's had Super Bowl rosters the last few years. They got to get it done, Coach.
I agree. 2-time MVP, but he's only won 3 playoff games. I think the pressure is on Lamar to step up and get it done this year.
What a game we have out here on opening night.
I can't wait.
Dallas had that opening flurry, but the defending champs, they have had the answers. They lead by 1. Second half coming up on the other side.
This has been the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
Aren't you going to miss the game?
No, I've got NFL Plus. It's on.
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Plus. Keep the NFL in reach.
These cases are hard. It's okay if you don't want to fight, because we are going to fight for you.
We have to be able to say we did everything we could.
Every move we make is being scrutinized.
He needs to pay for what he did. Some things in life you can't run from.
I'm going to make sure that you spend the rest of your days in a 6x8 cell.
Law and Order Thursday, new September 25th on NBC and Peacock.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter. Incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Saquon, do you think you'll win the MVP this year?
I already have my MVP.
But the awards don't get announced until later. Well, what do you mean?
I mean, most valuable policy.
From who, Saquon?
Who do you think? Cure Auto Insurance. Take it from me. They're the cure.
Cure Auto Insurance. Drive well.
Hey, don't you drop that pizza.
Sunday Night Football on NBC 10 is locally sponsored by Toyota, official automotive partner of the NFL.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of
Game on YouTube. Then week 1 continues Sunday on CBS.
Tonight's first half coverage is presented by Progressive.
All right, it's been worth a 7-month wait. Let's do this.
Dallas, Philly. Here we go.
Whoa! Carter spits on the quarterback. Dak gives to Williams for the season's first touchdown. Jalen Hurts, touchdown Philadelphia. Flags everywhere. Oh, yeah. Gives to Williams for the touchdown. A stunning start to the season.
Progressive, insurance for coverage you can count on.
Set for the second half from South Philly. Birds by 1. Tonight's kickoff storylines are powered by AWS. Jalen Carter, that ejection. First player on a defending Super Bowl champion ejected in the season opener. Dallas running for a couple of touchdowns between the tackles. They didn't do that either of the last 2 years. For the Eagles' first downs in the first half of the following season opener. Some of how we've gotten to 21-20 as we continue with the NFL kickoff presented by YouTube TV. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Sargon. The sideline, 70-degree night in South Philly. There's still a front to clear here. We may see a little more wind, may get lucky in the rain. Could just miss us to the west. We'll keep an eye on it. Kickoff to be returned by John Mechie down the sideline. He's shying the 30th.
fundamental things: blocking, taking care of the football, making good catches. Jalen's good. Jalen's going to do a good job, but we have to be ready for them to adjust, and we will as well.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
It's all about fundamentals, and Nick Sirianni has proven that with a terrific record his first 4 seasons. First down, Hurts the pass inside. Crunching hit by Jack Sanborn and others on Dallas Goedert. Out to the 32-yard line, picked up a 4.
Yeah, and they've got new linebackers here for the Dallas.
Hurts has been able to buy time. Officially gain of 5. Second and 5, Hurts. Goddard again. Goddard's caught his 6th ball of the night.
Mike, watch Jalen Hurts in the pocket here. Now, eventually going to get some pressure right here. Watch him just stand there. He is just so confident in what he's doing, and maybe more so what his offensive line is doing.
Couple, that is Kaiir Elam, the former Bills first-round pick. Trying to hope that the change of scenery in Dallas will change the trajectory of his career, but there's what you're talking about with Hurts, his ability to have time to read it and throw it.
Well, and he's done a good job getting the ball out here quickly, too, obviously scrambling. But he's such a complete quarterback. And I hit on it a little bit in the first half. But to me, quarterbacks convert third downs. That's what matters. And convert the red zone. And he is just of a run, and you just assume he's on the ground, and he's not. I don't know exactly who it was, came up, made this hit, boom, right there, and it was Hooker, and you just think that he's going to be on the ground because I hit him that hard, and he's not.
Barkley gets a break. A.J. Dillon, the former Packer, is in the backfield. Will Shipley was not in on that last kickoff return, so it's the first carry for Dillon, who takes it inside the 40 and is right at the mark, close to a first down at the 36-yard line. Missed all of 2024, the neck injury. Started his career with 4 good years in Green Bay.
Yeah, and you get Saquon out of the lineup, and you go, oh, phew, that's good. Get that big guy out of there. And then in comes the – I mean, it's nuts when they – stand side by side in practice the other day. They look like 2 guards standing next to each other.
Second and short. We have been push to a first down. We'll see where they mark them. They're going to move the chains past the 36-yard line. Important guy for them in Landon Dickerson. Dickerson was a question mark with a right knee injury in camp. Took part in practice most of the week, but the day he missed was because of a back injury.
He was back in.
Now, Chris, we haven't had a chance to mention on the Dallas front, as Barkley comes back in, Mozzie Smith, their first-round pick from 2023, inactive, a healthy scratch here tonight for Dallas.
Yeah, and if you're inactive with what they've got at defensive tackle, that's as close to being cut as you can be, right? I mean, they've got Solomon Thomas and a rookie and Jay Toia, but it's quite the statement about your former number 1 pick.
I'm taking the 10, Hurts to the air. Pressure on here, and there's the first sack of the season. And Kenny Clark is involved in it along with Marshawn Nealon. So Clark, who came over in the trade for Micah Parsons, joins Nealon on the sack of Hurts back at the 44-yard line.
Marshawn Nealon's going to be the one that gets there first, and then you're going to see Clark come in and clean it up. And this Nealon has just been pushing and fighting, and every time I studied him for quite some time during the offseason because we had a lot of time and got a chance to watch him. And what just impressed you about him was just the pure effort. But for Kenny Clark to already be on the marker, they desperately needed that. Now they cannot give this one up on 3rd and whatever it is.
At 3rd and 18, pressure from the edge. Hurts gets rid of it in time. It's caught the 40-yard line by Dotson. It was taken back at Hurts, who took a shot on the edge pressure. From here, a field goal will be 58 yards. It has a little bit of wind with it, and they're going to try it with Jake Elliott.
Yeah, and it's very rare that you see Jordan Mailata get beat, and that's a good sign for the Cowboys. Dante Fowler, who had 10 sacks a season ago for Washington, and this is a big kick right here. This, you don't really think of Jake Elliott as a long-range kicker.
He used to be. Last year was terrible from 50-plus. He made one in warm-ups from 62 in this direction. This is 58. It's plenty long enough and good. Jake Elliott's got his swagger back. Looks like the Jake Elliott we've come to know. He does on that one. Good from 58, and the Philly lead is now 4.
If there's anything I know, there's no wrong way. As long as it's your way. It could be simple, a little flashy, but sometimes, right there, how's that? You just feel it.
All customers get a no-sweat bet every Week 1 NFL game day.
Lowe's knows tackling projects now means you can football Sunday.
Ready? It's Saturday. Dave's ready.
We flying, Dave.
Call!
Let's go.
Plenty of runtime, and it's even got turbo mode.
That's what they called me in college.
I bet they did.
Tomorrow, Chiefs, Chargers, live on YouTube, and it's totally free with Carol G. It's like the universe is trying to tell you to cancel your Friday plans.
Hold on, guys. I actually think this is our year.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels, Super Bowl. What? No, when pigs fly.
You rang.
The Pope said Caleb.
I need some.
NBC's NFL Kickoff Special is brought to you by Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL. Let's go places. And by Lowe's. Lowe's knows Sunday hits different when you've earned it. The Eagles earned that one, that beautiful Super Bowl ring. Super Bowl 59, slightly different from the Super Bowl 1 ring won by the Green Bay Packers. Those little Eagles wings pop out on the ring. It's a very cool looking piece of jewelry. They're all like 5-6 table rings. You can see them from 5 or 6 tables away. This kickoff to be returned. It's Jalen Tolbert from the 10. Got away from one tackle. Tries to come to the wide side, but it's chased down to the 29-yard line by John Mechie with special teams play.
All right, let's take a look at our 4K Sky Cam brought to you by Walmart Plus. Good chance to look inside at some of these offensive linemen. Tyler Booker was the 12th overall pick out of Alabama. Both these teams have new right guards playing for them this season. And so far, Booker's been hanging in there. You know, he's kind of a mauler. He's still learning, especially with some of the pass protection, but he's done a good job with the running game for the most part tonight. And really all the Cowboys on offense, all the Eagles on offense have been doing a good job all night long.
I'll say every drive has led to points here tonight. Good first down blocking, clear space for Javonte Williams out to the 35-yard line. Williams now 10 carries, 44 yards in his Dallas debut.
Yeah, one of the things the Cowboys have flashed a little bit tonight is some of this motion. Watch the tight end come back and then trap back here. So he's going across the face of the quarterback and then coming back and just running that inside zone back away from it. So just a little different look, and it's paid off for this Cowboys running game.
2nd and 4, Williams. A couple of yards there. Injury update for Philly. Dory Jackson, their corner, was evaluated for a concussion. Wasn't on the field at the end of that first half. Cleared, was out there for the opening play of this drive, and is now back on the sideline. Still with his helmet, though.
And they're definitely trying to figure things out at that other cornerback position. Keely Ringo was in the battle. Jacorian Bennett was in there, and I don't know that they've ever really firmly settled on who the long-term answer is going to be.
Well, Jalen Carter ejected before the first snap of the game. 3rd and 1. Dallas will pitch it to the edge with Williams. Gets there, a couple of tough yards. Zach Bond, among others, crashing down on him. Jalen Hunt off the end. But a first down for the Cowboys.
We're playing some NFC East football right now. That was awesome. You knew the big collision was coming at the end of that one, and Javonte Williams just lowered his head and plowed through it for the first down. That was terrific.
Dallas has run 33 plays here tonight. 16 rushes, Chris, 17 pass attempts. Prescott, quick look down the seam. It is broken up. Got to squeeze it in to Brevin Ford, the tight end. Good job by the rookie backer, Jahad Campbell, going back with him. Injury, though, for the Eagles. And Sidney Brown, one of the safeties, as they try to replace C.J. Gardner-Johnson's spot. The veteran traded to Houston. Athletic training staff out to look at Sidney Brown.
It's time to get on the grid. Oh, yeah. Man, I love this game.
I have created mankind's most advanced AI soldier.
You think you're in control of this? You're not.
I came here from the digital world, and they are coming to destroy yours.
Hang on.
Tron Aries, rated PG-13. Get tickets now.
Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
What's up, Zach?
Check out this Echo.
T-Mobile's got home internet, and it's just $35 a month.
Our echoes are all knowing.
T-Mobile's got home internet, just $35 a month, and it's guaranteed for 5 years.
Hey guys, get a Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
Get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Online only. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Are you not entertained?
The Tonight Show, where the champions go.
I have the easiest job. I'm the one who pushes the tush.
Tonight after the game, Jimmy has LL Cool J and NBA champ SGA. New talent.
Tonight's kickoff sites provided by Nationwide. Look at the Museum of the American Revolution. Steps away from Independence Hall here in Philadelphia. So much American history. Sidney Brown introduced. NBC's NFL Kickoff Special is brought to you by Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL. Let's go places. And by Lowe's. Lowe's Sunday hits different when you've earned it. The Eagles earned that one, that beautiful Super Bowl ring, Super Bowl 59, slightly different from the Super Bowl I ring won by the Green Bay Packers. Those little Eagles wings pop out on the ring. It's a very cool looking piece of jewelry. They're all like 5-6 table rings. You can see them from 5 or 6 tables away. This kickoff to be returned. It's Jalen Tolbert from the 10. Got away from one tackle. Tries to come to the wide side, but is chased down to the 29-yard line by John Mechie. Good special teams play.
All right, let's take a look at our 4K Sky Cam brought to you by Walmart Plus. Good chance to look inside at some of these offensive linemen. Tyler Booker was the 12th overall pick out of Alabama. Both these teams have new right guards playing for them this season. And so far, Booker's been hanging in there. You know, he's kind of a mauler. He's still learning, especially with some of the pass protection, but he's done a good job with the running game for the most part tonight. And really all the Cowboys on offense and all the Eagles on offense have been doing a good job all night long.
I'll say, every drive is led to points here tonight. Good first down blocking. Clear space for Javonte Williams out to the 35-yard line. Williams now 10 carries, 44 yards in his Dallas debut.
Yeah, one of the things the Cowboys have flashed a little bit tonight is some of this motion. Watch the tight end come back and then trap back here. So he's going across the face of the quarterback and then coming back and just running that inside zone back away from it. So just a little different look, and it's paid off for this Cowboys running game.
2nd and 4, Williams. A couple of yards there. Injury updates for Philly. Dory Jackson, their corner, was evaluated for a concussion. Wasn't on the field at the end of that first half. Cleared, was out there for the opening play of this drive, and is now back on the side.
And they're definitely trying to figure things out at that other cornerback position. Keely Ringo was in the battle. Jacorian Bennett was in there, and I don't know that they've ever really firmly settled on who the long-term answer is going to be.
With Jalen Carter ejected before the first snap of the game. 3rd and 1. Dallas will pitch it to the edge with Williams. Gets there, a couple of tough yards. Zach Bond, among others, crashing down on him. Jalix Hunt off the end. With a first down for the Cowboys.
We're playing some NFC East football right now. That was awesome. You knew the big collision was coming at the end of that one, and Javonte Williams just lowered his head and plowed through it for the first down. That was terrific.
Dallas has run 33 plays here tonight. 16 rushes, Chris, 17 pass attempts. Prescott, quick look down the seam. It is broken up. Got to squeeze it in. To Brevin Ford, the tight end. Good job by the rookie backer, Jihad Campbell. Going back with him. Injury, though, for the Eagles. And Sidney Brown, one of the safeties, as they try to replace C.J. Gardner-Johnson's spot. The veteran traded to Houston. Athletic training staff out to look at Sidney Brown.
Hey, Buck Hogan, the Cowboy job.
It's time to get on the grid. Oh, yeah. Man, I love this game.
I've created mankind's most advanced AI soldier.
You think you're in control of this? You're not.
I came here from the digital world, and they are coming to destroy yours.
Hang on.
Tron Aries. Rated PG-13. Get tickets now.
Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
What's up, Zach?
Check out this Echo. T-Mobile's got home internet, and it's just $35 a month.
Our echoes are all knowing.
T-Mobile's got home internet, just $35 a month, and it's guaranteed for 5 years.
Hey guys, get a Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
Get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Online only. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Are you not entertained?
The Tonight Show, where the champions go.
I have the easiest job. I'm the one who pushes the tush.
Tonight after the game, Jimmy has LL Cool J and NBA champ SGA. New talent.
Tonight's kickoff sites provided by Nationwide. Look at the Museum of the American Revolution. Steps away from Independence Hall here in Philadelphia. So much American history. Sidney Brown introduced
NFC Showdown.
Finding his way. Touchdown Green Bay, and they have the lead again. To the end zone, the touchdown. Is that possible?
Stream Thursday Night Football. Commanders, Packers, only on Prime.
Welcome to Visible, the ultimate wireless hack. It's one line powered with unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network for just $19 a month for 1 year. Guaranteed. But you already knew all that, didn't you?
Okay, Nate, it's just one smile, okay? One smile, and then we can go home, okay? No, that's too much teeth.
Nate, come on.
You gotta look at the camera, honey.
Nate, listen to your mother.
Buddy, look up, okay? No, that's too far up. This isn't working. DeVito, you're in.
Tommy DeVito, backup Nate.
If only there were backups in real life.
Hey guys, follow me on this one.
But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
See? Now that's a smile. Okay, now everybody look at DeVito on this one.
Face serum, patented water-resistant technology to block out frizz for ultra glassy sleek that stays up to 5 washes. Fructis Sleek and Stay System by Garnier.
22 minutes. That's how long your computer's been inactive. What were you doing in there?
You can't ask me that.
So, not a denial. Bit quicker.
Okay, turnover. Philly's got the ball at their own 16. Teams are out there right now, but I want to take a peek at the radar. We've got some lightning in the area within 6 miles of Lincoln Financial Field. Sean Smith is talking to the folks who are watching this.
Game
He's
has
opened the
been
mic.
suspended for lightning in the area.
Yeah, I thought that was coming. So the game has been suspended with lightning in the area here at 10:26 Eastern Time. There is a cell that is south of us that has crossed into New Jersey, and then we've got other weather right around the airport coming up from Wilmington, Delaware, that is on path towards here at Lincoln Financial Field. And when there is lightning involved, it requires a suspension of the game, and it happens at the 4:44 mark here of the third quarter.
You've been hanging around with Al Roker, haven't you?
I have.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You got that. I'm looking at your map there. You're working it.
Nope. He beats the great Mr. Roker, but stadium. And you get a delay at an odd time when the players have just had the halftime delay. Each team's had a possession in this third quarter, and now they're going to have to cool their heels with just under a third of the game remaining to be played.
Your attention, please.
This is the announcement
A
to clear the
severe
lower ball.
thunderstorm warning has been issued by the National Weather Service
And the whole stadium,
for
for that
our
matter.
area. These storms may produce severe conditions, including lightning and strong winds. For your safety, we encourage you to seek shelter immediately.
There was rain in the forecast all day. It has not rained for a week. It's not going to rain for the next 3 days. It was just this window. So Nick Sirianni and company will head back to the Eagles locker room.
The players hate this. I mean, it's the hardest thing to do in football is to get warmed up anytime, practice, game, whatever. So then you go in at halftime and there's 12 minutes. Okay, you got to get warmed up again. Now you got to go back and you got to get warmed up again when you've already taken over a half and a quarter of a beating out there. It
This
just
is crazy,
gets harder
man.
every time, which is what makes the Super Bowl always so hard. That's those 40, 45-minute halftimes.
You
I mean,
just help
literally,
hurt
we've
your
heard
cheek.
people taking naps in between, but you've got to be able to get your body going again. And every time you get cooled off, it just gets harder the next time.
You see the focus on the two quarterbacks, and Prescott and Hurts as they come in. We mentioned the wind was picking up, these showers that were around us all day, and you have to take safety first. So once there's a lightning strike within a certain radius and the look at the radar, you've got to make that decision to keep some 70,000 people safe, in addition to the players and officials and everybody else on this field. The rain is starting to come down, so hopefully they got ahead of this. If there is no lightning, then we would have been able to keep playing. And there was the hope that with these showers coming at around 10:30 local time, the daytime heating, which sometimes boils up those thunderstorms, would have negated what we're seeing right here, having to stop play, but it did not. So let me ask you this question here, just in regards to the delay. These teams had not played for these starters 4 quarters. And nobody plays in the preseason. Neither quarterback has played in the preseason. They've come out and been very sharp so far.
Yep.
Could this in any way help to get another break before the last 20 minutes of this game, being that it's week 1 of the season?
Well, it's possible, especially for the Philadelphia Eagles, because without Jalen Carter in there, you have, one fewer guy in there rushing the passer. So, yeah, it certainly could help you a little bit. But that was a huge play that we just saw. Yeah. I mean, let's not underestimate that when the Dallas Cowboys going in, probably at least going to be able to cut it to 1 in this play.
But you saw another huge play after the fumble.
Yeah, watch Dak Prescott at the end of this play. And what we're going to see is him come around and make a touchdown-saving tackle, because nobody is going to catch Quinyon Mitchell, who runs 4.33 in the 40-yard dash. And look how much space he has. And look at the tackle by Dak Prescott. Absolutely perfect. We saw Ben Roethlisberger do it in a playoff game one time to help out our friend Jerome Bettis.
That's right. And you saw only the big guys were there. They were not going to catch Mitchell. It's a heck of a play. And you see that play to fundamentals, right? A lot of young folks are starting their youth football seasons, high school football season. There's a guy 32 years old, been in the league 10 years. He's running out his fake and he's staying alive in the play, and that allows him to make that stop.
And a new hamstring to boot, right? And what we've also learned is that he is hyper active in eating the right foods now.
Right, exactly.
Beyonce, right, is the one that's sort of leading the way for him. And he looked great. We saw that shot of him in the locker room before the game, and he's rocked up. I think you were even talking about when we were interviewing him, it's like his face looks thinner. He's really ripped up.
Yeah. When you talked to Dak and he walked in the room, he's looking healthy and happy and looked great. And he said, I haven't lost a ton of weight, just kind of repositioned, repurposed. And Dak Prescott, who even told us that he's too flexible, which may have been part of the reason he had the hamstring injury, but his mobility tonight has been a positive for the Cowboys. You're going to try to limber up like Dak?
No, I don't care if I'm limber. I just want to get that body that you got to go in there. Look at that tackle.
Second play. But you said it to us all week as we were getting ready and all really month getting ready for this game. When Dak Prescott's been healthy, this has been a 12-win team in the playoffs the 3 years before last year.
Well, and to some extent you feel for Mike McCarthy, the 2 years that they didn't play so well when he was the head coach, Dak Prescott was out. They win 12 games, 3 straight times, don't do so well in the playoffs, and then he rips his hamstring last year. I mean, this is a guy that was, he was second in the voting for MVP 2 years ago and is coming right back and playing exactly the way he did 2 years ago.
Let's update you on what we're hearing from the NFL. We can peek at the radar as well. 11:15 is when they think the area might be clear of the lightning, and then it would be another 12 minutes of warm-up time after that. So that would be 57 minutes abouts to get the game back started one more time. So that gives you an idea of where we are. And you see the radar, which doesn't necessarily show any clouds of ground or any lightning, but you can see some in the distance there. And that's why we've put this thing on pause. Just inside of 5 minutes left, third quarter. Eagles by 4 in a weather delay here in South Philly.
I'm not really one for the spotlight, but there is some gravy to be had. You know, I always seem to get primo parking. But you don't have to be a VIP to get more than just savings with Geico. Every customer gets tip-top service with 24/7 fast. Like you run into animal celebrities every day.
Stop! It's Doug the Pug! Doug!
I stand corrected.
I literally never do this.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
When you're with Amex Platinum, you can enjoy the Centurion Lounge and access to incredible experiences worldwide. The powerful backing of American Express.
They got Willa. They got my daughter. Okay, Bob, do what you gotta do.
Me and Willa's mom used to run around and do some real bad stuff.
My dad told me she was a hero.
I need to find my daughter.
No fear. This is like Tom Cruise.
One battle after another. Rated R.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor.
We usually work on Sundays.
I'll cancel my plans.
Why would you throw that?
Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try it again with the pork. How do we get to the cooler? It's too crowded.
When in Philly.
Works every time.
It will be Eagles ball when we get restarted, as we have a weather delay about 11 minutes into it right now here in Philly. Eagles leading the Cowboys 24-20. You see that cell that has come up. You can see some lightning right between the N and the F in Lincoln and Financial there. And when it gets within a certain radius, they pull the plug on the game, get as many people as they can to seek shelter. Fortunately, behind it looks okay. So no matter what happens, looks like we'll get back to some football maybe in a half hour or so. We could take this time to prepare for the Ravens and Bills on Sunday, since we're jammed with 2 games in 4 days.
Yeah, bet on that.
So if we're going to do that, Maria and company are back up in a tunnel that we were hiding in a few years ago when we had a delay on the opening night. All right, Maria, you and the guys got it in that tunnel.
Hey, it's becoming a regular thing. If we're going to kick off the season, we're going to have some kind of weather delay, which means you get to hear from us a little bit more, so I'm not going to complain about it.
You're right.
Exit the green room, come into the tunnel. We are seeing all the fans slowly exit out of the bowl and just get to safety on the concourse or down here through the tunnels. But guys, let's talk about the impact that this could possibly have on both teams. I mean, it's the first week of the season. It's the first time you're getting a look at your squad, and now you have to go in the locker room, hit reset, and finish out this third and fourth quarter.
I think it's the unknown. No one knows how any players as a group is going to respond. As a coach, you're like, hey, I know some guys from last year, but how does that mix into this year? So I think the unknown of it being the first game, you trust and say, I know my group, we're resilient, we'll be back ready to go. So as a coach, I'll be really nervous.
My first instinct would think that it would benefit Philadelphia. Championship team from last year, a mature team, but they've shown their youth, right? They're a young team on both sides of the ball, and they've seen a little bit of that youth here tonight with some of the mistakes that they've made. So I'm not so sure it works to their advantage at all.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it and just go, man, the energy it takes to play a football game anyways. Now we're going to go sit down, chill out. Also, we're not in game shape yet. We're just working there. And now, again, we're going to sit there and chill out and then go ramp it up again. It is going to be tough. I mean, I know they're going to be able to do it, but it's certainly a weird circumstance for everybody.
And remember, they had a banner unveiled today. There's already like emotions kind of riding on this. Yeah, the extended pregame. Jason, I don't know if you've ever been through this before as a coach, but what do you do back there in that locker room?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is communicate. Tell them to take their time, rest, and then as we get closer, we're going to ramp up and get the emotions right.
Position coaches get around a little bit to their guys. They talk about little things that they saw even here in the third quarter.
And it gives you another chance to make some adjustments too. Really kind of look about it and think about it, maybe more so than you would during the flow of the game.
And I do think how you mentioned the Super Bowl, when you think about a Super Bowl halftime, you practice that. You talk about that. So, yes, the coaches, but there's Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Zach Bond, these guys who were just in the Super Bowl a year ago, they can go and talk to these young players and say, do this, do
stinks is the game's been fun. It's back and forth. The quarterbacks are on fire. The defenses have not been around very much, right?
Not only that, just where we were in the point of the game. I mean, we could just go back to Miles Sanders' fumble, the Eagles thinking, okay, we got the takeaway that we need right here, and then all of a sudden it all stops. But this was a big play.
And no doubt was. And right here, Collinsworth was mentioning it. Dak Prescott making that tackle was a huge play because Quinyon Mitchell, as we know from a year ago at the Combine, he's a pretty fast player. He gets that ball with no one in front of him. He's gone. But I think for Philly, as Dallas is driving, to get that turnover in that moment, a little tush push to cap it off.
I love that celebration.
And if you think about this game, I mean, each offense has held serve all throughout the game. Every drive you're going down and score, and they're matching each other. And a big turnover like this, as Dallas is going in, can shift the balance the other way once they get back playing.
Yeah, definitely. It's been the CeeDee Lamb show. We've seen that. All right, they can't do that forever, or George Pickens is not going to be happy to be a Dallas Cowboy. It's been a whole lot of CeeDee, but I'm still excited what you see from the Dallas Cowboy offense. And on the other side, I mean, Saquon, Jalen Hurts, we haven't seen the receivers of the Eagles get involved yet. No A.J. Brown. So that'll be interesting here to see going forward.
Let's get back to CeeDee Lamb. 4 catches for 86 yards. Let's talk about the Dallas offense in general. Remember, Dak Prescott missed the last 9 games of the season with that hamstring injury. So we're wondering, what are we going to get? You mentioned George Pickens being added in. And so far, without Jalen Carter in the mix, they've had their way.
And I've been trying to figure out, Philadelphia has matched, whether it's been a Dory Jackson or Jacorian Bennett, on CeeDee Lamb and put Mitchell to Pickens. That's not really working out too well for him. You said, I think what they decided to do coming into this game is saying CeeDee Lamb is better than whoever you put on him. We're going to throw, and we're going to throw at him over and over again, and it's worked well so far.
I talked to Vic Fangio, their defensive coordinator, during training camp, and he had real concern about the corner opposite Mitchell. Darius Slay has gone. Isaiah Rodgers gone to Detroit. And so there was a competition during camp, and they were concerned, and rightfully so. Adorie's having a hard time with CeeDee.
Staying on the Dallas offense, the offensive line's been impressive. It helps when Jalen Carter's not there. They got a good-looking group, though. I mean, we were up close in pregame. It's not the Eagles, but it's got the potential to be something special down the road. And we saw Javonte Williams got an injury a few years ago playing in Denver. They didn't want him anymore, and he certainly looks like he's revived right now.
Yeah, some questions around that running back position, so good to see them going. And really questions coming in for the Cowboys. We were wondering how they're going to respond to just a week before the season starting. Micah Parsons, your best pass rusher, generational talent, has gone to the Packers. And so far, I feel like we've seen poise.
Poise. And that's another thing that I think I gained in the pregame a little bit. I think you guys did too. Dallas was very confident. When you asked them, hey, how do you guys feel? We like our team. They kind of gave you the eye. Like, we like our guys. We're all right tonight. right? So I felt like they came into the game with confidence, and they've showed it here on the field.
But think about both offenses being as efficient as they've been, both quarterbacks being comfortable, both teams being able to run the ball. You take Micah Parsons off of Dallas's defense, that helps Philadelphia's offense. You take Jalen Carter off of Philly's defense, that helps Dallas's offense. So two most disruptive players in the NFL not playing in this game.
And it's the guy you hugged before the game, Dak Prescott.
No doubt.
To me, I think that's what it's all about. When you lose a guy like Micah Parsons, do you have another guy to turn to and everybody say, just follow him? And I think they looked at number 4 and White, and they said, Dak, we're following you wherever you go. And it started with him. Somebody spits in his face, and I'm sure he rallied those guys, and they came out and responded.
Dak's teammates have been following him for 10 years.
That's right.
It started as a rookie.
Yeah, he looks really good. He looks slim and trim. He's moving well, and, man, he's throwing the ball really well, too.
Yeah, I'm sure he wishes he was on the field right now, but we are in the middle of a weather delay. We won't get restarted until at least 11:15. After that, there'll be a 10-minute warm-up for all the players on the field to get back ready to finish out this game. About 4:44 left on the clock, and we're taking up one tunnel. We got another crew in another tunnel. Jack, Tony, Rodney, what are you guys doing hanging out as we get through this weather delay together?
Yeah, Maria, I think we're all wishing we were on the field right now. We're over here in the Cowboys tunnel. Let's be honest about this one, Coach. We all came into this game thinking the defending champs were going to look pretty good. We all picked them to start the game. What have you seen from them so far?
Well, I've seen the offense function the way we think Philadelphia's offense should function. I'm a little concerned about the defense, and I'm concerned about the attitude of this team. All we heard all year was, hey, we're not defending anything. We're looking forward. We're focused. Well, now I see a team. Last time I saw this defense, they shut Kansas City down. Patrick Mahomes couldn't do anything. They haven't stopped these guys yet. We've had 8 penalties. We've had a player thrown out of the game. We're not seeing the championship focus that I expected to see.
Yeah, we talk about Jalen Carter. I was really disappointed with him. He has to understand how important he is to that team. They've lost a bunch of guys, so he's the best player on that defense. And I just thought it was very selfish and very disrespectful to spit in Dak's face. Dak doesn't deserve that. No one deserves
No one does.
Yeah. Have you ever seen anything like that? We're talking about the opening huddle of the game. He walks right up to the quarterback. Every camera in the stadium is pointing right at Dak Prescott. What was your reaction looking at that?
I just don't understand it. I don't know how you can do that as a man, first of all, but then to let your teammates down, that's unspeakable.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I always talk about, Coach, not letting my teammates down. Never wanted to disappoint my teammates, always being available for my teammates. And something like that has nothing to do with football.
And Jalen Hurts, he's been able to run around a good bit, especially in the first half of this game. What have you seen from Dallas on the defensive side?
Well, the one thing I like what Dallas is doing, they're keeping 2 safeties back, Coach, protecting the deep part of the field. But with that, you have to have some level of spy. This is Jalen Hurts. He's been doing this since Pop Warner. He's been running around scrambling. You have to make sure. And then when they switch to man-to-man, they still don't have a spy on them. Like, where's the spy right here, Coach? It's man-to-man, and you have no spy.
And what you see is you don't see a dominant pass rusher. This is what people said when Micah Parsons is traded. This is what you're going to lose. Where is that pressure? Jalen Hurts is very, very comfortable back there. And, again, you're talking about the defense taking away those wide receivers, but not accounting for Hurts.
Yeah, I expect Eberflus in the second half to come with a little bit more pressure. Jalen can't feel like he just has all day back there.
And, Coach Dungy, you just were down there in Dallas. You met with Coach Schottenheimer, got his thoughts on this team. What would he think of this start to the season, do you believe?
I think he's excited about it. And it's funny because he told me exactly what he wanted to do. I want to dominate the line of scrimmage. I want to get physical. I want to run the football, and then I've got wide receivers that can make plays. And offensively, they've done exactly what he set out to do.
The players respect him, and you could tell. You could just tell the way they're playing. They're playing hard. They're buying into the system. And I think he's done a really good job, Jack.
All right, let's go back over to Maria Taylor. She may be checking this Doppler radar for us. Maybe a positive update. Maria, what are you hearing?
Yeah, I'm trying to turn into Al Roker, but my best is not besting. But we do know we'll have a
It is time for football.
Holy smokes. Wow. Let's go! I love y'all.
We sell products made out of paper, toilet tissue, and local newspapers. That is in order of quality.
My name is Ned Sampson. I am your new editor-in-chief.
Have you read this paper?
Uh-huh. It sucks. But we are going to make it better. I hope it's not too disruptive to have me shake everything up.
Don't be so self-defecating.
God, not again.
Ladies and gentlemen, our departure has been delayed.
Yes! Are you kidding me, man? Why are you so happy?
I'm watching the game.
Seriously?
Yeah, with NFL Plus.
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Plus.
Unfortunately, our flight has been delayed another hour.
NFL Plus. Keep the NFL in reach.
We know what America wants. Primo sucks, baby. Yo, now, you should see the underwear I'm wearing. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
Who, me?
We're taking primetime to a new level.
I know where you have birthmarks.
No, Hoyt, you get 2 minutes for looking too good.
Well, we're here to kick off the 2025 NFL season. We're just taking a little quick break. We're in the middle of a weather delay. We're going to have an update around 11 p.m. no matter what. When the players come back on the field, they have about 10 minutes to get set to finish out this game. We got 4:44 left in the third quarter right now, 24-20. The Eagles with the lead and the ball when we actually get this game started again at Lincoln Financial Field. All right, it is Thursday. We're kicking off the season, but guess what? Friday night in Brazil, it's going to be on and popping. We've got the Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs, and Jason Garrett had a chance to sit down with Andy Reid coming off that Super Bowl 59 loss and how the Chiefs were preparing for this season.
Unbelievable year last year, 15 wins. You go to the Super Bowl, you're sixth, and you have a tough day against Philadelphia. They were a really good football team.
Very good.
How do you pull back and evaluate that game and go forward?
There's some great things we can learn from that.
You learned a lot.
I sat back and I was curious to see how the players would handle it, and they all took blame. If you can do that, then you can make change and correct yourself.
Practice great and be great.
The attitude, excitement to get back in here and work, I think gave us all a charge. That stemmed from how the guys handled after the game. They were real with it. We got our tail kicked.
Hey, they're keeping it real. They're taking the blame, and they're trying to make it to their fourth straight Super Bowl. But the question is, do we feel like the Chiefs are better this season than they were a season ago? Jason, what was your takeaway from spending some time with them?
They are better, and it starts with that championship mentality that they had. I mean, great players, Hall of Fame players, some of the best guys to ever play this game. They take accountability for it. They're hungry. They're edgy. If you go to a Kansas City Chiefs practice during training camp, they practice harder and better than any team in the
awesome to watch.
Football league.
It is.
I mean, I was there one day, and they ran 130 plays like it was nothing.
Right.
And it's fast-paced, too. So they have this chip on their shoulder. Andy told me he felt like they played tight in the Super Bowl. It's not their personality at all. They felt kind of the pressure of the three-peat. So they have a different mindset, a different mentality, and more importantly, they shored up the offensive line. Philadelphia rushed 4 guys the entire game and destroyed them up front. They addressed the left tackle position with Josh Simmons. Kingsley's moving down into that left guard position. They're going to be better on that side. They're going to be a better football team.
I do think they're going to be better, and you just talked about their offensive line. You got a rookie coming in, and you got a converted tackle moving. So you feel better, but it's yet to be seen. Is that going to be a huge improvement? But I think their biggest issue is going to be the rest of the division's gotten better. Denver's a playoff team from a year ago. Their confidence should be sky high. Justin Herbert, is he going to take that big step for the Chargers? The Raiders, not as good as the other 3 teams, but I still think they're better than last year. So I think the Chiefs will struggle a little bit, just how good that division is and trying to win week in and week out.
And climbing the mountain year after year after year. How high can you go up every year, right? That's the big thing. And you're right, the AFC West Is it the greatest coaching division we've ever seen in the history of football? I mean, it's Super Bowls, it's national championships from all those coaches. It's going to be highly competitive, and I'm with you with the Denver Broncos. I think this is the year of the Kansas City reign of the AFC West champ.
Say it again.
You
He
heard
said
him
it
say
during the
before.
pregame, but
Right.
if you're going to say it during the
news.
weather, I believe
But
you.
I'm believing
I believe
if there's
you.
a guy that can dethrone them, I do believe in Sean Payton and that defense and what they built there.
I love Sean.
Right.
And I love what they're doing there.
Yeah.
Sean's building that team.
I know where you're
But
going with
you're
this.
not
I know
ready
where
yet.
you're going with this.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
at
hear
some
you.
point, you got to pull back and give these guys credit.
Yeah, I know.
4 straight Super Bowls. What is it? 8 straight AFC championship
Nine straight,
games?
9
I mean,
consecutive.
it's ridiculous.
I know. I'm not trying to not
AFC
give them
West Division
credit. I know
titles,
they're
yeah.
not going to back down from the fight. I'm scared to death about talking negatively about them because I know that group out there, and they're going to be like, I'm going to
But-
show that idiot wrong on NBC.
But as a guy,
Right.
I was on the Patriots. We won
Right.
AFC East championship after championship until we didn't. Until Josh Allen entered the chat and said, I want to speak. It's my
Yeah,
turn
right.
now. I know a guy named Tom Brady might have had something
Yeah,
to do
your
with it. He left.
quarterback left.
Yeah,
Mahomes
and
is
my-
still there.
But somebody has to call it out for it to happen.
Right.
And then when it happens, we'll crown Sims.
Yep.
We'll celebrate him.
We're
We'll
not
get
going to do that.
We'll get him a gift. And that's what it'll be about.
You guys owe me after last year anyway, so you owe me.
Yeah,
Well, you
we know
both do.
Jason too. He's still looking for his red vest. He did win the picks. We're going to admit that now, but we're hanging the banner and moving on in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
I love that you brought up Josh Allen because that's our Sunday night football game. We've got the Lamar Jackson, the Ravens going on the road, taking on the Bills. And let's just say that one of these quarterbacks breaks through in the AFC. Which team do you think it would be?
Well, I want to qualify it first by how awesome I think both of these quarterbacks are. I just
Right.
want that to be known. I mean, I'm a quarterback guy. I grew up in the house of a famous quarterback, and these two are as good as I've ever seen. I mean, they're special. But if you're going to make me pick one, I'm going to pick Lamar Jackson for the reason Devin said it in pregame. I just think their team is better. They have more answers. I think they have the best roster in the AFC right now, and I think they're ready finally to take that next step and win some big playoff games.
And I think we both feel the same way about Baltimore.
Right.
And then the caveat of that is their best players have to be their best in the biggest games. We can't watch them again and say, oh, man, a fumble by Mark Andrews or
Yeah.
Lamar
Zay
Jackson.
Flowers
We
or
can't
whatever.
see
Right.
that
Yeah, yeah.
anymore.
Right.
I know you got a different answer over here, Coach.
No, I love Baltimore. Baltimore is a marquee franchise for 30 years. They have an amazing team, all 3 phases. The coach is incredible. Lamar off the charts. What bothers me about them is they haven't played their best in the playoffs. You'll come back and you say, God, there just wasn't clean.
Yeah.
Right.
What's different is
I'm going to just
Buffalo
move us
has
up a step
played their
because we're
best.
starting to get rained on. Come on, friends.
But Buffalo has played their best.
You're right.
I mean,
They have played their
they've
best.
lost these games. These are 2 championship teams going toe-to-toe, and Kansas City has beaten them 4 times in the last 5 years in these big moments. But they played well. They can look at themselves in the mirror after the game and say, we played really well. They were just better. Baltimore can't say that. So somehow they got to unlock the
What do
key
you
to that.
attribute that to, right? Are they sometimes I go, wait, are they too tight and they're nervous in those situations? Or are they loose and they're kind of like, we're going to make a play and we're going to show everybody? I don't know which way to say it there, but they have made a number of key mistakes in big moments and been careless with the football.
I don't know that there's a thread that you say in every game this has been the case because
Right.
the games have been different. Some low scoring, some high scoring. But you said it. Championship teams, be your best when your best is needed. John Wooden said that years ago. It's the definition of competitive greatness. They got to unlock that key.
And I will say, I'm not sure why, but I think a part of the solution is accountability. There can't be a game where, we win, but we don't attack Lamar Jackson if he was sloppy with the football.
Right.
Or for guys running Zay Flowers and the ball's loose, or guys are dropping interceptions. Whatever that is, whether it's hardball, whether it's the veterans on the team, there has to be an accountability every single day that when the big moment happens, everybody's like, practice was harder than this.
Right.
I think that's what leads to you finishing and playing your best in those big games.
Well, listen, it's
Maria,
gonna be,
can I just interrupt you?
Yeah,
it was a
go
good
for it.
move to move forward. I got to tell you,
honestly,
it was a really good move.
I've got your back, but I'm looking out for the suit, okay? Let's check in with Melissa Stark, who does have an update for us.
Well, I'm even more forward in. I'm over in the Cowboys tunnel, nice and dry in here. And we have an update. We have a food update from the Cowboys locker room. Trayvon Diggs just came out and he just started wandering around and said, I'm hungry. And he went to a field level suite, just like this one right here. You see all the fans back there. They're waiting anxiously for the game to start like we are. They said, do you want my food? And he said, yeah, I want any kind of food. And then a cart came by with some cold cuts. He said, can I have a sandwich? And they said, we're actually bringing them into your locker room right now. And he was very excited. They have Uncrustables in there. They're staying hydrated. And so that's the Cowboys update. We will get you one from the Eagles locker room as soon as we have it. And there you see Trayvon just wandering around, Mike.
That is leadership. For sure. Isn't that great? That's perfect. Our Caroline Pineda down there works on our team. Following the cart, I love our team here. There is the radar just to update you. And you see it's clear behind this. We've just had the heaviest rain as Maria moved the guys up the tunnel to protect everybody's suits in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Other than that, we have not had a lot of heavy rain. We await an update, hopefully in a few minutes, and look forward to getting back to football.
So they're just gonna eat. They're just gonna eat right now. They're just gonna sit down and eat. Get on, keep talking stuff. So basically, whoever stay more disciplined, they're who gonna come out on top.
Back-to-back Lombardi trophies as Super Bowl champs. The very first play of the game, an injury on the kickoff, and then while we're waiting with an injured player, Jalen Carter spits on Dak Prescott. Didn't play against each other last year. No known history between the two. Carter ejected. Mike Florio reporting on Pro Football Talk. Potentially further action as the NFL reviews that. So the Cowboys with good field position take the opening drive, and CeeDee Lamb downfield a factor, Chris.
Yeah, they've just been running it. Finally, they get the one-on-one they're looking for. Hit CD, and Javonte Williams did the rest.
Punches it in to cap off a 6-play, 53-yard drive. Philadelphia gets the ball, walks it right back down the field. Remember this, Hurts, nobody open, takes off, runs in for a touchdown to tie the game at 7. And on the ensuing drive, Dallas goes back down the field. Williams caps off an 88-yard drive with a score, 14-7. Remember I said, remember Hurts? Second drive, same result.
Same result. And if you watch the offensive line play on these scrambles, those linemen are holding their blocks for 4 and 5 seconds. So eventually they can open up a hole for a Saquon Barkley to take it the distance.
That was after a Brandon Aubrey field goal. It was 21-20 at the half. Eagles had a field goal in the third. Then on this drive, the last drive, Miles Sanders, after a 49-yard run earlier, fumbles, recovered by Quinyon Mitchell, but Dak Prescott makes a pivotal tackle to keep us at 24-20. Philly ball when we return to action at their own 16-yard line. Give me your thoughts on what the quarterbacks have done thus far tonight.
Both have been great. I mean, they really have been. Dak's numbers are not going to look quite that good. And most of what Jalen's been able to do is with his legs. But when they play the man coverage, he just simply has bought his time. But I can't emphasize enough, and we talk about it all the time with the Philadelphia Eagles, that offensive line, they don't stop blocking after 4 seconds. Almost every offensive line in the world would stop blocking because they know the quarterback doesn't hold the ball that long. And yet we have seen Jalen be able to hold it, move around, ultimately scramble and make the big plays. And so tremendous. It's so exciting. I just want to get back to the game and get back to playing it. But the story of this game, Mike, at the end of it, for whichever side that ends up losing is going to be, you didn't have your pass rusher.
Right.
And so you got picked apart. And Jalen Carter with the spit and gets thrown out of the game, Micah Parsons in Green Bay. But that's going to be the story of this game, that neither team could get enough pressure.
You want good news?
Yes.
Yeah, we're hearing from the league now. 11-15 players will come out, so that'll be in 14 minutes, and we should be back to action by 11:30. So if you know your friend is taking a nap, wake him up. Get him back in front of the TV. We'll be back on the field at 11:30 Eastern, 10:30 in Dallas. Speaking of Dallas, of course, all the attention has been on Micah Parsons and the trade and all the stuff that was going on in camp. Not much talk about Brian Schottenheimer taking over as the head coach. As mentioned earlier, his dad, Marty, legend in the game, did not get to the Super Bowl, did everything else, 8th all-time in wins and 200. I want to go back to when Schottenheimer was named as the man to replace Mike McCarthy and listen to the comments of Jerry Jones about Schottenheimer and the family ties.
One of the things he said to his mama is, "Mama, I'm going to get what Daddy didn't get a chance to get, or got a chance but didn't get. And I'm going to get a Super Bowl if it kills me." And his mother, of course, was emotional. This one will be for Daddy, the first one.
Pat, this was a pre-game emotional moment for Brian Schottenheimer. Told us when we were in Dallas and we're talking with him on Monday, said during the national anthem, I talked to God and Pops.
Yeah.
And he
You could
certainly
see it.
feels
You
the
could
presence of his
feel
dad.
it. Yeah, you could just feel it.
Melissa Stark, you can add to this story.
Yes, guys. I spoke to Brian's mom, Pat, and she told me that Marty had a huge influence on who Brian is as a person, but always told him just don't try to be me as a coach. Just be yourself. And she said the first thing Brian said to her after getting the job was, I am going to get a Super Bowl ring for Dad. And when I asked what advice she thought Marty would have for Brian before this game, she said, I think he would say, you're in a very elite group of people. Be proud. And by the way, his mom, Pat, is watching the game at home tonight alone. She doesn't like to watch with other people. She's on a group text with all the family members. She's going to have to stay up a little later than she thought. But she told me, she said, I've seen a lot of football. I don't normally get nervous. But this one, his first head coaching game, I'm nervous.
She's a special woman. Hi to Pat, Marty's widow. What a wonderful lady. You got to know Marty, obviously, going up against his teams over the years, covering him. He worked with us as I was working the Cleveland Browns expansion draft when they came back in the league. I got to spend days with Marty. Just a wonderful man. And Chris, I'm reminded of what Brian told us about being ready for the job, even though it's his first head coaching job after a quarter century. Like, whatever happens in the circus that is Dallas, and something's going to always happen in Dallas, he's ready for it because he's kind of lived it already.
He is. And he sort of admitted to us that he knows he's also married to Dak. You know, how Dak in this offense goes is how he's going to do as a head coach. And so he's down there calling the plays. And you have to say, so far, both of these coordinators and play callers have done a fantastic job. But it is really interesting to me. And I've known it, but when you see it in play, you really understand it. If your defense has somebody that you have to double team, you have to double team those guys. Everybody else get those one-on-ones, and they look like really good players. But if you don't have that player that you have to double team, Jalen Carter's out, Micah Parsons is out. Now everybody is on their own. You don't get that double team to draw blocks off of the other players. And, man, what a difference it has made for these two defenses tonight.
It has changed the game. Brian Schottenheimer's done a great job of calling plays against that absent Carter Philadelphia defense. You may have heard the noise in the background. That was posted on the video boards here, and the fans and their Eagles greet, many of whom have been tailgating since the Today Show this morning. We were down here with Savannah and Company at 7 a.m. There was a long line of cars waiting on 11th Street, waiting to the lots to open at 1:20 local time. They've been here a while, but they're coming back to their seats.
The only thing I don't understand about this entire night, a Dallas Cowboys player went out looking for food, and the Philadelphia Eagles fed them food. Am I to understand that?
And he's trusting the food.
That's a solid point right there.
So,
Michael Jordan story.
Michael Jordan's here somewhere, by the way, tonight.
I saw him. Yeah,
Jordan is here to help honor Jalen Hurts, the first Jordan brand athlete to win an MVP in the National Football League. So he was at the North Carolina game on Monday when the Bill Belichick debut happened at his alma mater. This was earlier with MJ sitting taking in the game. So
what was the advertising campaign? Something about Love Hurts?
Love Hurts.
Like that? Yeah.
Because there was that shot. Remember the famous shot of Jordan and the NBA championship trophy after he won the finals emotionally? There was a shot of Jalen Hurts with the Lombardi trophy, just kind of sitting there and just taking it all in and soaking in the moment. Thanks, our great teams all over it. And just that cigar. And that was like a Jordan-esque shot, an image for Jalen Hurts as he took it all in after winning the title about 8 short months ago. And now trying to do it again. That guy did it 6 times. And Jalen has used Michael Jordan, along with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, who you had mentioned before, as a resource in his pursuit of greatness and excellence and sustained excellence, along with leadership along the way.
Yeah, and I know I met Michael Jordan once, and all he did was bust my chops the whole time I was sitting there.
I was with you. You saw that. That was pretty good.
But, he is one of those guys that if you grew up, and I'm going to put myself in that category, that you watch what he was able to do on the basketball court, and you just marvel, And the great thing is, we get to get a little piece of them for our NBA coverage this year. You got to be a little excited about that, right?
More than a little.
Yeah.
But we've got that coming up. I'm excited about the football game starting here in a few minutes. I'm going to see if anybody's going to bring us food. Like the guys got food down in the Dallas locker room.
I am not sure the Philly fans are.
The fans are coming back. They have some beverages. They're ready to still go. We're going to be back on the field playing here in about 23 minutes. Players on the field in about 8 minutes. And we'll get back down to Maria and company as we continue in this delay.
This is where my love of the game was born. But they're taking that love even farther.
Where end zones are wherever you run out of grass.
And the score is not nearly as important as how you celebrate.
We helped grow the game. They're taking it where it's never been.
Where will you take it next?
It is time for football.
It's another day, another opportunity. Holy smokes. Wow.
Let's go! I love y'all.
This is the time when the best show what they're made of. So let's show the city how it's done.
You got this.
She's gone, Dr. Lennox.
Not until I say she is.
What the hell? Whoa!
There are consequences to my team being benched. Lives lost.
All work real well together. Real Brady Bunch vibe.
Chicago Wednesday, new October 1st on NBC and Peacock.
These cases are hard. It's okay if you don't want to fight, because we are going to fight for you.
We have to be able to say we did everything we could.
Every move we make is being scrutinized.
He needs to pay for what he did. Some things in life you can't run from.
I'm going to make sure that you spend the rest of your days in a 6x8 cell.
Law and Order Thursday, new September 25th on NBC and Peacock.
Welcome back to Philadelphia. We've been in a weather delay for about an hour, but you can see the fans have been allowed back into the bowl. They're coming from the concourse. The players are expected to get back on the field at 11:15, and the game is expected to resume at 11:30. Now, since the fans are allowed back into the stadium, we're allowed back on the field. Let's check back in with Jack, Tony, and Rodney.
Yeah, Maria, we are down on the field. Fans right up top smiling again and no football's coming. Coach, you said you used to practice scenarios like this. What would that look like?
Well, I laugh when I was an assistant coach for Denny Green, and he said, I always want to practice the unexpected. So he would deliberately set it up. Hey, practice 10 periods. We stop, go back in the locker room, wait 15, 20 minutes, come back out. And how are they going to handle it? Well, if you're ready for it, you know what to do, it helps. Coaches had an opportunity. This very rarely happens, but these coaches had a chance to really survey things, look at what they've done. We've only got 20 minutes of game time left. We need this amount of points. What are we going to do? They can be very specific. Now the players have to come out next.
And that's Coach Dungy right there in his coaching element. But I tell you, I played in 4 Super Bowls, and it's very similar to a Super Bowl halftime, where it's about 45 minutes to almost 50 minutes, Coach, where you have to try to come out and get warmed back up. And a lot of times it affects the veteran players a lot more than the younger players. But mentally, it affects the young players because a lot of times they don't know how to refocus. So it's tough. But it gives you an opportunity to sit down and almost have like a second halftime.
One of the last things we saw was Dak Prescott making that incredible tackle to go really stop potentially a touchdown after the fumble. What do you make of where this game sits right now?
Well, I love the way Dak Prescott has been, and you said it in the pregame. With this Michael Carson situation, Dak was going to have to be the leader, and he has been. He's played well out here, and he's rallied his guys.
Coach, when he first came out, I looked at you guys and I said, wow, Dak looks really good. He looks like he's lost 10 or 15 pounds. He looks quicker. He looks like he has more confidence when he's in the pocket and outside the pocket. We didn't see Dak Prescott run a lot the last couple years, and I thought he looked fantastic. And I love his aggressive mindset throwing the ball down the field.
First look at George Pickens as well. What do you think?
George Pickens can make some plays. There's no question about it. He's going to get a lot of one-on-one coverage because of CeeDee Lamb. But George Pickens has to be disciplined. We saw some of this in Pittsburgh. You're coming in, big point in the game there in the third quarter. You're coming in to make a block. You make your block, we're going to be in good shape. You get a penalty and sets the team back just with bad technique.
Yeah, and what did Coach call it? He called it,
Pittsburgh Pickens.
Pittsburgh Pickens. That was a good one.
And the Dallas Cowboys making their way down the tunnel right now and will walk right past us as they make their way back out onto the field as we send it back over to Maria Taylor.
All right, appreciate it, Jack. And yeah, you actually see Dak making his way back onto the field. Remember, we hadn't seen Dak Prescott since week 9 of last season, but he's come out, looked very comfortable as he entered into this game. Didn't hurt that Jalen Carter did get to play it down 6 seconds into this matchup, spit on Prescott, and so he's been out. So the Philly defense not having their game wrecker and then having to deal with the weather delay. We have to delay for about an hour, guys, and now players set to take the field again. They got about 15 minutes to warm up again. Okay, what's important if you're a player to get it going again to finish out this game?
As much as football is a team sport, each individual player needs to do what they need to do to get ready to go. It's not going to be the same across the board. I'm sure their strength and conditioning coach will come out and say, let's do this, let's do that. But you know what you need. You better get it done as soon as they start this game.
And as a coach, you have to emphasize, guys, re-warm up. Run. It has to be an active warm-up. It can't be, hey, I'm touching my toes, I'm ready to play. You got to move around and get yourself ready to play an NFL football play if you're sitting for a half hour, 45 minutes.
Full intensity play, right? That's the biggest thing. For a quarterback, I think Dak Prescott, he's probably going to go, wow, I got to get the arm warm again. I got to throw some footballs. I got to be able to throw 40-yard balls and 15-yard out routes. And then also that, right, you got to check back in mentally. Go, wait, I was over there relaxing in the locker room for a few minutes. We got all these checks and things we're doing in the offense. That's the part I just
Whatever's happened up to this point, irrelevant. Okay, this game is going to be determined by what happens in the next 1 quarter and 4 minutes. And you have to just dig back in, get your mind right, get your spirit right, and go play. Whatever happened up to this point doesn't matter. Go play and win this game right now.
I just wonder if Philly's big O-line in this third or second halftime break we're having here, if they start to maybe wear down the smaller defensive line of the Dallas Cowboys now. That's something I'm interested to see.
Sure, both teams back on the field yet again. We're seeing Prescott run right past us around here on the end zone. What is the first play that you're running then if you're the Eagles offense and you're trying to get back into this one?
To Sims's point, I let that big offensive line start controlling, start wearing on that defensive line, run the football. They've been dominant running the ball up to this point already. That's going to be the difference down the stretch.
That's why he's on the screen.
Sure.
Saquon Barkley.
Hand it to that cat right there.
Saquon Barkley, 11 rushes, 61 yards, 1 touchdown so far in this one. You're right. We could just feed it to 26.
Yeah, feed it to 26. Jalen Hurts is playing awesome. This is what's unfair about the Eagles sometimes. It feels like a cheat code. It's like, hey, everybody's covered. Oh, yeah, but Jalen Hurts has 6 seconds to throw, and then he scrambles and makes a big play. Or they beat you with the run game. They just have so many options.
No doubt. And the big decision for Matt Eberflus, the defensive coordinator in Dallas, is are they going to really load up and try to stop Saquon Barkley? Then those opportunities start happening outside to A.J. Dotson made the big play earlier. Philadelphia has to be ready to take advantage of that if that situation arises.
Yeah, we've seen Jalen Hurts so far. He's rushed for 2 touchdowns, 48 yards, 101 yards passing. But we haven't seen A.J. Brown in the way that we've become accustomed to see him on the perimeter so far in this game.
And to what Jason just said, if Eberflus and that Cowboys defense decides to be more aggressive, now it will open up A.J. Brown. You're going to have some one-on-one coverage. We were talking to one of the Eagles executives, said, we're not going to change what we do. Whatever the defense gives us, we're going to take advantage of that. And I think that's what we've seen so far. The lanes have opened up versus run. If they take that away, I expect to see A.J. Brown making some big plays.
Yeah, but what you do as a play caller in this situation, you have this extra 45 minutes to think about what's happening and what you want to do. You look back and say, number
We didn't
11
give
hasn't
that guy
gotten
the
it
ball?
yet. So let's throw up a couple for this guy and make sure he gets some touches.
I think Devin makes a great point. You always want to let the offense just come to players. But at times, there's times where you got to go, wait, he's our best offensive player. We got to just call a few plays to where he gets the ball and gets in the flow of the football game a little bit. And then he feels better, the team feels better. And I feel like they have to make a little better effort there.
What's the balance of that when Jalen Hurts has been playing the way he's playing tonight? Do you want to start saying, let's get it to AJ, or do you just say, Jalen, keep doing
Keep
what
your
you're
cape
doing?
on. Keep your cape
doing
on.
what you're doing. The call a wide receiver screen,
I
a
got
bubble
you.
screen, things like that. So now where A.J. Brown feels like, hey, I made one layup and now I'm ready to play. And
You do love me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, it was definitely Hurts that was ready to counter when we saw the Cowboys making their way up and down the field. They were able to score at ease with Jalen Carter out being ejected earlier on in this game. But let's talk about Dak Prescott, this offense for the Cowboys. Okay, he was 12 for 20, 127 yards. I mean, he was in the flow of this game. Stop, start. Here we go again. And number 4's got to get ready to put it on behind 4.
Yeah, if you, Ryan Schottenheimer, you pull back and say, I like where we are. We're efficient. We're balanced. We've scored on most of our drives. Dak looks comfortable. We're getting the runners involved here a little bit. You know, the turnover down in the red zone obviously kills them, but he's got to feel good about it. But they, too, need to look for some opportunities to make some big plays outside. Persistence in the running game is going to create a single high look and man-to-man coverage. They got to take advantage of it to make some plays.
And I think that delay does help you go and say, hey, I know we turned the ball over, but that was after we were driving down the field.
Yeah.
Let's get over this. When we get the ball back, let's keep doing what we're doing.
They still
We've
haven't
been
stopped
dominant.
us all day.
Exactly.
Right.
And you get to harp on that instead of the Eagles get the ball, they go and score, and now you're trying to play catch up. You got to do that with this delay.
I do think there's opportunities to throw the ball down the field, like Jason Garrett's saying. Dak's stack stats don't necessarily say how good he's played today. We got to remember there was a big pass interference call down the field for a 40 or 50-yard gain to George Pickens. He's played really well, but I think they can attack outside even more.
Yeah, Brian Schottenheimer has to be happy with what his offense has done so far. Let's talk about the Dallas defense a little bit. And for that, we'll go over to Jack, Tony, and Rodney.
Yeah, Coach, I'm interested. If you're Coach Schottenheimer for Dallas, what would you have been saying there in the locker room moments ago?
Well, number one, defense, you got to step up now. Our offense is playing well, but defensively, we've got to make a game-changing play. We've got to get a stop here, not let this become a two-score game.
And that's when I jump in.
And this is really our first look at the team without Micah Parsons. What have you noticed about the way they're playing defensively?
Well, I mean, I think the Dallas defense, they have to stay patient. They don't have an outstanding rusher like a Micah Parsons. I expect for defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus to be a little bit more aggressive in the second half. Jalen Hurts has all day back there. Bring a little pressure just to try to surprise him. You can still play zone behind it, Coach, but bring some pressure.
Obviously, he doesn't want to give these receivers one-on-one chances. That's been the strategy the whole game. They've shut down Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. So, but it's got to come from somewhere. Dante Fowler had a couple of good rushes. Late Kenny Clark. Maybe you guys got to step up and you got to get some individual rush going. If that doesn't work, you're right. You got to do something. You got to bring that fifth guy.
Take me to the other side of the ball. Eagles defensively. What do you want to see the rest of the way on that side?
Wow, I want to see their secondary step up. That corner opposite of Quinyon Mitchell, Adoree Jackson has to play with more confidence, has to play with more fire, Coach. He looks lost out there, and this is not the same defense that we saw in the Super Bowl like you just told me.
Yeah, we need to see some discipline. We've got to eliminate the penalties, eliminate the big plays that have come off penalties, and let's dominate up front. That's our signature. Where are our front guys? Okay, yeah, we don't have Jalen Carter. Somebody else has to step up and get that dominance up front.
Yeah, and I'm going back to the Phillies offensive line. They need to continue to run the football, pound Dallas. Dallas is a smaller bunch like you talked about in the pregame show. They need to run, wear these guys down, and see where that takes them.
And if you're Vic Fangio, we looked at the stats. Dallas is averaging 6 yards a carry. That can't happen. We've got to shut that run down and get to some second and longs and third and longs where we can turn our pass
and play smart. No dumb penalties, nothing stupid, nothing selfish, and you're right in the game.
Eagles defensive line warming up right here over here in front of us. It's starting to look closer to full speed as we send it back to Maria.
Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, remember that Eagles defense, they led the league in total defense, second in scoring defense, but playing without Jalen Carter after being ejected for spitting at Dak Prescott 6 seconds into this game. Meanwhile, defensively for Dallas, Chris, you spent some time with Trayvon Diggs before this game actually kicked off. What did you learn?
He's looked good, first off. I mean, we just talked about the Eagles receivers not getting the ball. Part of the problem is because they got some good corners there in Dallas.
Yeah.
And then Trayvon Diggs, we weren't sure how healthy he was going to be, but he kept giving me that look in pregame like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And then I got to watch him in pregame, and he looked ready. I don't think the Eagles thought he was really going to play to the ability of what he's shown to this point. He's played well.
The only play they've converted is a pass interference on Elam. Bland and Diggs have been really good at taking away that passing game, and it should allow them to focus more on Saquon Barkley and stopping the run.
Right.
The big issue for Dallas's defense is the rush lane integrity. We saw it in the first half with Jalen being able to run the football. So we got to somehow quiet Saquon down. We can't let Jalen get out. Those two guys are the best players that Philadelphia has on offense, and they'll step up in these big moments. You got to make sure you control them.
Remember, on offense for the Eagles, they only lost one starter. That's Mekhi Becton. So you would think if there's one unit that would be able to go into a locker room, have to take a break and come back, it would be the Eagles offense because they're so used to working together.
They played a big game football. They got the confidence of, hey, we just won the Super Bowl and beat the Chiefs. They were the best defense in football last year. And then we know how awesome and talented they are at every position. So, yeah, they're going to be the unit that has to carry the team here down the stretch.
And I think one of the things we have to watch for, what big play happens after you have such a long break, which team makes a big either defensive play or offensive play that gets some momentum going for this end of the game push. I think that could be a big moment in this game.
And if you think about Philadelphia, the last half of the season and their playoff run to the Super Bowl last year, Saquon Barkley was really good in the first half. He was phenomenal in the second half. He was a closer for them. They're looking for that tonight.
Hey, listen, these Eagles fans are looking for a closer. They're playing Nuck If You Buck. They've already unveiled their championship banner. Some of these fans have been here for 20 hours. They started the day with Savannah Guthrie on Today. They didn't mind a weather delay if it means a victory against their rival. Guess what? We'll find out if they get one right after this. Dak Prescott trying to hold them off. Stay tuned.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can focus on what matters most.
Hey, Mama. You remember when you taught me how to fish? Yeah, you were the best teacher. Yeah, I'm feeling a little nostalgic right now, that's all.
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day service. That's all part of the AT&T Guarantee, brought to you by America's largest wireless network.
I'm being told this is Limu Emu from Liberty Mutual, who helps save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
And his partner, Doug, is the gentleman under the security guard.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
That's right. Move it like this now. You gotta move it.
Big time, best time, all the time. Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
This lake house isn't just a dream. It's where the people you love always find their way back. At Rocket Mortgage, we're more than a lender. We're a partner in one of life's biggest decisions. With smart tools, clear answers, and a process that flexes to fit your needs. Let us help you turn your dream into a home. Visit rocketmortgage.com to get started.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. You don't just give an extra hand, you give your whole heart, because it feels good to raise up the community that raised you. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
How does Freshpet make healthy food for dogs? The same way you make healthy food for people. Harvest fresh, ship it fresh, and craft it into recipes that are vet-developed and protein-packed. Because your dog deserves fresh, healthy food just like you. Freshpet, healthy food fresh from the fridge.
This is the time when the best show what they're made of.
You got this.
Me and my team stay ready. Let's show the city how it's done.
Chicago Wednesday, new October 1st on NBC and Peacock.
All right, after about an hour and 2-minute delay, we're going to get back to action with the Eagles having the ball in a 4-point lead. Teams heading their warm-ups, getting back on the field. There's Dak Prescott, just made a tackle on the last play a moment ago. Time gives us a chance to comb through the video from that very first play of the game and the incident where Jalen Carter was thrown out. Let's go back to that. Now, here is what was going on. Prescott in the huddle walks out between his offensive linemen, and Dak spits down towards the ground, but in the direction of the Eagles with Carter, who had walked over there, and that begins the interaction of the two. Prescott's spit was down. Carter was right face to face and onto his uniform jersey. Carter was kicked out of the game. The official, Brian Neal, the umpire, was standing right there and saw what went down. So at least it gives you a little bit of the brief history of what happened there.
Yeah, and what we will not know is what was said to make Jalen Carter walk towards the huddle of the Dallas Cowboys. He was 3 yards across the line of scrimmage. Here's the ball here, and that sort of begins it. Now Dak gets engaged, and he walks over and he spits on the ground, and Jalen didn't like that, and nobody would. And so now they come out, and Dak doesn't want to take it, and Jalen doesn't want to take it, and here they go.
And Chris, that other angle showed us that the umpire was looking back towards the Cowboys huddle and saw that, and then was watching the rest of the confrontation. Remember, there was an Eagles player, their fullback on special teams, Ben Van Sumeren, who was down with a knee injury, the same knee that he had injured that cost him the season before, right off that opening kickoff. And Carter was on the opposite side of the sideline. You saw everything that played out. So there's a little bit more of the video evidence of what took place. Much more to be talked about in interviews in the few days after that.
And just to tell the whole story, what Dak did was not a foul.
Right.
What Jalen did was a foul.
The delay, 1 hour and 5 minutes. We get back to work, and remember the last play, Dallas was driving for a touchdown and a fumble recovery for the Eagles. So Philly is set 1st and 10 at their own 16. They've scored on all 4 drives they've had tonight. Barkley to the left, loss of a yard. And Kenny Clark among the group, along with Jack Sanborn and company, in on that tackle.
Was that the first play that we've seen the running back of the Philadelphia Eagles get hit at the line of scrimmage like that? I mean, I don't know what they talked about in there at whatever second halftime. That was a good start. And now you got to wake yourself up. This is a big game. This is a divisional game. If somehow the Cowboys come out of here with a win, I mean, it's franchise shaking.
We'll buzz out of the building at the moment. Pressure on 2nd and 11. Prescott gets away from one, resets and throws it away at the line of scrimmage. Barkley, an eligible receiver in the area. The corner blitz from Trayvon Diggs, former college teammate of Hurts, changes that.
Yeah, right off the edge, you're going to see the pressure come. And one of the things that Dallas thought they could get away with here was if they could force Jalen Hurts to look away from his first target. They wanted him to pull the ball down and find number 2. They felt like if they could do that, they could get pressure on him. And maybe now they have that formula, bring some pressure out of the secondary.
We have not seen a punt in the game tonight. It's 3rd and 11, Philadelphia. Showing corner pressure again and bringing it. Prescott got away from it. He's got space. Prescott, great pursuit, denies him the first time. Hurts, I beg your pardon. Great pursuit, stops him at the 23-yard line, and they'll punt it away.
Well, what we've seen from Jalen Hurts is that he's been making them pay with his legs, but now they're bringing the blitz, but they're not playing man coverage the way that they were in the first half. They're playing zone behind it. So now on 3rd and 10, if he takes off the run, they've got time to rally, make the tackle, and finally we see a punter in this game.
Yeah, Braden Mann for the first time, 3rd year with the Eagles. Set to kick it away. Good hang time, dangerous return man, Turpin, but he makes it fair catch it. So a great kick by Mann, and Turpin fair catches it at the 26-yard line. And that's where now Dak Prescott will get on the field and take over for Dallas.
Yeah, and I think Dak Prescott is starting to feel this a little bit. And we got a chance to come in here and knock off the world champs. And the ball's in our hands right now. We've been moving it all night. Let's go down and take the lead this time. No fumbles, no interceptions. Don't have any holding calls. We know we can move the ball on these guys.
Eagles fans heard from a little bit. Javonte Williams inside with the run. They keep the pile pushing forward for 4 yards to the 30-yard line. Seems to be some physicality from the Dallas side in the first 4 snaps after the delay.
Yeah, it's a really good job by the offensive line just getting in behind Williams and keeping that play alive. We've seen that a couple of times here tonight.
Not the tush push. The Cowboys getting it done with 3 guys named Tyler. Tyler Booker, Tyler Smith, Tyler Guyton, all first-round picks. All on that offensive front for Dallas. A good play may determine what the Cowboys season is like. Prescott pressured, got it away, and throws it low but complete to Ferguson. It'll be a gain of 5 yards. And the safety, Andrew Makuba, was there to make the stop. It's 3rd and 1 coming up for the Cowboys.
Nolan Smith coming off the edge right there was supposed to be blocked by the backside guard pulling out, and yet wasn't able to get there. But I'll tell you, the way this game is going right now, I've got to think this is probably 4-down territory for the Dallas Cowboys. They've been running it very well.
In the gun, and they've essentially got the backfield emptied out, and Prescott going to throw underneath, and Lamb's got the first down, and CD will take it to the 49-yard line with Zach Bond and Adoree Jackson. Bring him down, but it's a first down for Dallas.
Great job as they bring pressure here. That's an easy throw to get in for Dak Prescott. And decided to throw a little pressure back at Dak on that one, and it just blew up in his face. So that's the 2nd or 3rd time tonight we have seen the Eagles, who didn't blitz a whole lot last year, but now they're almost being forced into it without Jalen Carter and some of the guys they had on this defense a year ago.
Lamb to 100 yards. Inside run Williams, 48-yard line. Pickup of about 3 in the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
You know, the Cowboys have spent a lot of resources on this offensive line. Tyler Guyton, number 1 pick. Tyler Smith, number 1 pick. BB, a 3rd round. Tyler Booker, a number 1 pick. So they are trying to go back to the days of the Dallas Cowboys when they could turn around and hand the football to Emmitt Smith and let him go to work. And so far, at least in this game without Jalen Carter, they've been able to do it.
2nd and 7. Set it up for CD Lamb, who's got some blocking, but on the inside, Philadelphia all over that, turns it into a loss. And Jordan Davis, who's had to play a lot in this one, comes up with a stop that'll make it 3rd and 10 for the start of quarter number 4. Only scoring a Philadelphia field goal, hour 4 weather delay in that quarter as well. But we go to the 4th with a tight game. Eagles 24, Cowboys 20, as you're watching the NFL kickoff presented by YouTube TV.
We know what America wants. Primo sucks, baby. Yo, now, you can see the underwear I'm wearing. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
Who, me?
We're taking primetime to a new...
Now, Ahoy, you get 2 minutes for looking too good.
Our world relies on oil and natural gas, and millions of people around the world rely on us to deliver it, whenever and wherever it's needed. We're Energy Transfer, and what we do matters. It matters to parents seeking medical miracles. It matters to our military men and women trying to stay connected with loved ones around the world. And it matters to those who don't have reliable energy. We're proud to be the energy company that moves these products safely, efficiently, and responsibly. We didn't get here by subscribing to conventional thinking. And we believe this makes us the best in the business. It fuels our desire to lead where others merely follow, and to see opportunities where others may not. What we do matters, and what we do takes energy.
King David, I got your boy. You listening now, huh?
From the fact of I know what it is to want everything and have nothing. You let them go, I make sure you set free.
It's too late for all that.
They don't want my son, they want me.
It's a day of reckoning. You ain't in control no more. I am.
You gotta be a little crazy to get what you want. Let's get to work. Rated R.
Live breaking news as it happens every weeknight at 11 on NBC 10.
Just west of us, the link, it is a scene from earlier this week at the newly renamed Xfinity Mobile Arena, home to the Sixers and the Flyers. New name, new upgraded Wi-Fi network, 10 times faster thanks to Xfinity. I'm sure the Sixers and Flyers fans will enjoy that this season. We welcome you back to the NFL kickoff presented by YouTube TV and begin quarter number 4 with the Cowboys facing 3rd and 10, down 4 to the Eagles. 5 of the pattern for Prescott, throwing in the middle and traffic off the hands of Lamb and incomplete. A lot of traffic in there. They cannot connect, and Dallas will punch it away for the first time.
Kevontae Turpin got jammed at the line of scrimmage, and so he was unable to clear the space in the middle for CeeDee Lamb. Just good defense, not giving the free release. He was jammed up front, but then it just forced a lot of bodies into that area where CD was coming, and it went right through his hands.
First kick for Brian Anger. Jahan Dotson is back to handle the punt returning. An NFL punt return, did it in college at Penn State. Signals 4 and makes the fair catch. Right around the 13th where Philadelphia will take over. We'll be back at the link in 30 seconds.
In life, because whatever goal you're heading for, together, we'll get there.
A.J. Brown's about to join the Philadelphia huddle. 42 plays run for the Eagles. Brown has not been targeted yet tonight. He's not had a game where he has had 0 targets. This hurts his 13 of 16 in the air, but 6 of those 13 completions to Dallas Goedert, his tight end.
But I'll also say this, that we have seen Saquon Barkley in the second half, and in particular the fourth quarter of games, just having pounded all night long, break some big runs, and win football games for the Eagles.
Spread out here to the left. Hurts looks right. Covered. Comes back to Barkley. To the 20-yard line. Khair Elam down there. Melissa.
Yeah, Mike, the Cowboys defensive players, when they were coming back onto the field after the weather delay, were yelling to each other, "Unleash us." Then we saw that quick 3 and out that they got, and they went to the sidelines after that. They were dancing. They were all smiles, and they said, that is how you throw the first punch.
They did, to say the least, in the third portion of this game, if you will.
Well, and they started bringing some pressure, too, and I think that's what the players were talking about.
Second and 2, inside with Barkley, and that's again tied up with Marshawn Nealon. That's second-round pick out of Western Michigan in his second year. Been around Jay Bilbo's to move the chains for a first down as those Eagles interior linemen peel themselves off the ground. First down, Philadelphia, of course, push in the news in the offseason. The vote to try to keep it out of the game, it was kept in by 2 votes.
There's the 4 guys. The strategy for the Cowboys was to come around here and knock off these 2 pushers and pull backwards on the legs of Hurts. Didn't work that time.
And we have a flag down, a couple of them in the secondary, probably too many Cowboys. Looks like a lot of silver
12
helmets.
players on the field, defense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
So almost stopping Philadelphia. The Eagles get the first down on the ground. Now they'll have first and short to operate with here starting this fourth quarter.
Cowboys have had some chances